Well, a pleasant good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Georgetown Eagle Baseball live tonight on the SHNSports.com broadcast network. I'm Rob Hipp with my good friend and color analyst and broadcast partner, Mr. Galen Wellnicki. Nathan Height as our technical director tonight, and David England will be our field cam coordinator. And again, welcome to Georgetown Eagle Baseball here on an overcast night from Elgin High School. The wind's blowing out of the south, and Galen, I didn't get a chance to check the forecast of the wind, but I would suggest that it's probably blowing, gusting close to 20 miles an hour. It was a lot windier early. Things have really quieted down, but it's still windy out there,
yeah,
Galen.
And it's going from, it's actually going, in the way this ballpark's situated, it's going from right field, from the right field corner over toward the left field corner. In fact, in batting practice earlier, Coach Foster was trying to work the kids on keeping the ball down rather than hitting it in the air, with the factor that the wind would probably keep the ball in the ballpark in some instances.
You know, we thought driving up maybe it would help tonight, but the way that wind is cutting across, actually blowing over to left field side, Georgetown is going to have a little bit of a trouble trying to get up under some things tonight and see what can happen. So anyways, Galen, we will see what will happen tonight here, but Georgetown has really got their work cut out for them tonight, even though, you know, Elgin, a team that's improved from last year, and I'll quickly go over that here, as Elgin so far in this season, as you brought up the stats here, 27 total runs. They've only given up 10. They really did a number on Cedar Creek. Tell us about those first two games, Galen.
Well, the first game was 15 to 8. It wasn't a pitcher's duel by any stretch of the imagination. And then last night, then Elgin won 12 to 2. Cedar Creek was 3-13 last year in district, so apparently they have not improved that much.
Well, Georgetown, again, has got to keep things rolling here in 19-5A. Rouse also 2-0. And, Galen, as we look at that 19-5A landscape here before we really dig into this one tonight, we're about 7 minutes away until first pitch. Coach Adam Foster right now meeting at the home plate with the umpires alongside the manager, Jared. Also David England, of course, out there as well. But Georgetown sitting pretty alongside Rouse, Cedar Park, Elgin, all teams right now at 2-0. And then you look down at Connolly, who is yet to play. They had their bye week starting out. And then Hutto, Eastview, Bastrop, and Cedar Creek at 0-2.
Right, and tonight's schedule, they're starting the new two-game series for teams. Cedar Park is at Eastview, Connolly is at Hutto, and Cedar Park is at Bastrop. That's kind of a traditional thing, so no telling what will happen in that game.
Well, Galen, we will look here. Georgetown 10-7-1, of course, coached by Adam Foster. They're 2-0 in 19-5A. Assistant coaches Dustin Brindley and Jordan Vieira. Georgetown in their blue and white. As we look at the Elgin Wildcats in purple and white, 2-0 here early in 19-5A. We just talked about earlier defeating Cedar Creek in both of their games, sweeping that series 2-0. They're coached by Edward Stringer. The assistant is Adam Adams. We are set for a beautiful night of baseball here in Elgin, Texas. We'll step aside, take a quick break. When we come back, the starting lineups and more. Georgetown Eagle Baseball on the SHNSports.com broadcast network will continue in a few moments.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit SHNSports.com/VIP. That's SHNSports.com/VIP.
Welcome back to Georgetown Eagle Baseball here on SHNSports.com. Galen, I'll let you go over the Elgin Wildcats starting lineup tonight.
The Elgin Wildcats. This game is being conducted.
Oh, Georgetown. Yeah, go ahead, Galen.
It looks like we're playing in Georgetown as big a crowd as we've got here from Georgetown tonight as compared to the Elgin crowd.
Yeah, we'll ask David here in a little bit if he can to get a shot of the crowd up here. I mean, it is a sea of blue, but Galen, I'll go ahead and let you go over that Georgetown starting lineup.
We've got some position changes and a little bit of change in the lineup too tonight. Wyatt Childress, he'll be playing left field. Batting second will be Jackson Siosen at first base. The catcher will be Cole Moore, moving in from first base. Batting in the cleanup will be Ryan Knight at center field. Jeffrey David will be at third base. Logan Drake will step into the lineup as a DH. Hunter Savarese will be in right field. Cole Posey at shortstop. And Luke Seebeck at second, and Grant Wood will be doing the pitching.
So, and there's been some change-ups tonight, and we'll talk about that as far as on the Georgetown defensive side. We will see Wyatt Childress move over to left field tonight. He was the catcher in the first 2 games. Noah Thompson not in the lineup tonight for the Georgetown Eagles. And then behind that home plate at the catcher's area, that will be Cole Moore. He was playing at first base. Jackson Seosin will be playing first base tonight. He was the designated hitter. We'll quickly go over the Elgin Wildcats starting lineup tonight. Leading off tonight will be the shortstop, number 1, Jace Grady. The second baseman, number 24, Isaac Davila. In the third spot, the center fielder, number 7, Jonathan Gonzalez. And then at 3, 4, and 5 will be the first baseman, Dante Woodard. At number 32, the third baseman, number 15, Andrew Gonzalez. And the pitcher tonight will be number 6, Jacob Harkins. He has no designated hitter, Galen. And then the final 3 spots, 7, 8, and 9, the catcher, number 8, Jacob Navajas. The left fielder, number 23, Ethan Owens. And then at the bottom, it'll be the right fielder, number 2, Jacob Niedig. So again, your 1, 2, and 3, Jace Grady, Isaac Davila, Jonathan Gonzalez. 3, 4, and 5, Dante Woodard, Andrew Gonzalez, Jacob Harkins. And then your 7, 8, 9, if I'm correct, Jacob Navajas, Ethan Owens, and Jacob Niedig. So, Galen, we had a nice drive in here. We stopped at Southside on the way here, man, so we got to have some grub.
Well, we had some good food.
I did, and I had one of those sausage bombs, man, with the jalapeno and the cheese.
Yeah. I wasn't that brave. You know, sometimes a 74-year-old system doesn't take well to those things.
74? Galen, I thought you were 34, man.
At 40, and I think we're just about right.
There we go. We'll meet in the middle, man. Well, we always appreciate you, Galen. The starting lineup's now being called out on the field as we just called them up here in the booth. And Georgetown last year, as we quickly go back and look at things, last year Georgetown won both of these games. Elgin lost the first one 13-1, and then Georgetown again victorious in the second game 3-1. So Elgin looking for a little redemption here this season, but they're going to be up against a very tough and well-coached Georgetown Eagle baseball team.
You can tell the wind is actually a player here just by the fact that you look all around the ballpark, completely around the ballpark, and you have wind screens like you'd have at a tennis court.
Yeah, and you could hear the howling through the screen earlier. I was hoping that our mic would be able to pick that up, but you know, we weren't able to hear a lot of that here on the microphone. But earlier, kind of for some reason, it reminded me of the Wizard of Oz. You know, hearing that wind whip around, Galen.
Well, you know, if we see a tornado coming in from out in the outfield out here, just so it protects your little dog too.
Well, Georgetown again wearing their Lace It Up jerseys in honor of Madeline Scholes, and that fundraiser is still going on. You can check out shnsports.com. Click on our Commitment to Community link where we talk about all the things going on. And again, Madeline Scholes, a trainer here at Georgetown, and passing away but left behind such a great legacy. And it's so awesome to see these young men honoring her here tonight again through this third game. Well, Galen, we're just about to get started. We got on tonight. Everything's smooth. We weren't rushed, and I'm running out of stuff to talk about here.
Yeah, we've got just about everything. We can go back and look at the last series a little bit. One thing that made Georgetown highly successful in the first series with Hutto is they sent 65 batters to the plate in 2 games, and 33 of them reached base. They had 30 total bases, 20 in the first game, 10 in the second, and that's just on hits. Counting in walks and hit batsmen, we had 24 total bases in the first game and 15 last night. It seemed like every batter got at least took a chance of getting hit by a pitch last night.
Well, we saw Jonathan Knight get pegged 2 more times.
Yeah.
And or did I say Jonathan Knights? I meant Ryan. I was just talking to his family earlier, so I'm getting confused. But yeah, that poor young man got hit several times. He's leading the team in getting hit this year by the ball.
I'd like to invite Georgetown student athletic trainer Taylor Black to the field to join the 2 teams together in a moment of silence in honor of Madeline Grace Scholes. Madeline, age 16, of Georgetown, passed away on January 20th, 2018 after a year-long battle with brain cancer. Georgetown has been wearing gold jerseys this week to honor Madeline, who was also one of the students' athletic trainers at the school. She is survived by many friends and family who will never forget the lasting impact that she had on their lives. Please pause with us for a moment of silence. Thank you. A memorial scholarship fund has been set up in Madeline's name.
That was a very
Please
nice
visit the
dedication
Georgetown
there, as
Eagles
we just
Facebook or
mentioned
Twitter
earlier,
pages for more information.
Madeline Scholes, and we appreciate the folks
At
here
this time,
at
we
Elgin,
ask that you
Texas,
please rise and move your hats
mentioning that.
for the playing
We will send it over
of
now
our
for the
national
playing of our national anthem. Georgetown Eagle baseball will continue in just a few moments. Well, Galen, a beautiful playing of our country's national anthem. Time now 7:02, and we're just about to get started here in just a few minutes, partner.
Play ball.
Or not, but out over the center field fence, there's a bunch of flashing strobe lights on towers out. So I don't know if once it gets dark if that would be a distraction or not.
Wow, yeah.
But there's a bunch of them out there.
A lot of cell phones. It's good for us because we need all the data we can get up here broadcasting these games. So, well, again, appreciate everybody joining us here on the SHNSports.com broadcast network. On the mound first for the hometown Elgin Wildcats will be Jacob Harkins, number 6. He's a right-handed pitcher. He's getting his warm-up pitches in right now. Coach Foster out on the field. He started to walk out there and then turned around and walked back.
He's coming. Harkins is coming directly overhand with his pitches.
Well, it's going to be a fun night for baseball. You know, I don't think it's going to be quite as cold as we've had the last 2 nights. That wind is now shifted out of the south, but it's still going to get a little chilly, Galen.
We got a little bit of a backdrop, wind break, too, with the way the stands are constructed here.
I'm not complaining.
No. I didn't say I was.
Well, you know, I think this is my 5th broadcast now in 4 days, and then I'm starting training for 8 days from about 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. every night down in South Austin. And then after I get off of that, I got to go call another game Saturday night. So it's going to be low sleep on my end, Galen, but, you know, I'm sure I can do it.
While you're gone next week, we'll try not to embarrass you.
Hey, that's all right. I know you guys will do a great job, and I've got some folks coming in to fill for us. I believe Travis Banks is going to cover a couple of games for us here at Georgetown, and so we're looking forward to it. Well, first pitch just about to get underway here in the top of the first. We are live tonight from Elgin, Texas, here for District 19-5A baseball.
Left fielder number 20, Wyatt Childress.
Leading off for the Georgetown Eagles will be the left fielder, number 20, Wyatt Childress. Again, of course, moving into that left field position tonight, normally playing catcher early this season. Wyatt, a right-handed hitter for Georgetown. And Galen, I did have a chance to get some updated statistics through those next 2 games, so now we've got it full through the season, and we will look at those here in just a few moments as we get set, Galen.
After having been catching for quite a while, I imagine his knees appreciate being in left field.
Childress averaging .348. The first pitch on the way to him is going to be a strike, so a nice dagger thrown immediately to start things here for Jacob Harkins. And the early count on Wyatt is 0-1. It's interesting seeing some of these changeups, too, for Georgetown. That pitch a little too far low and outside. And the count at 1-1. 1-1, no outs to delivery. This one is going to tip foul and the count at 1-2.
You notice out in the outfield there on the Jack Fisher Field scoreboard there, it's kind of a truncated scoreboard here compared to a lot of places. It doesn't have the score by innings. It just has the rare basics out there on the scoreboard.
The count at 1-2, no outs. Again, just underway here in the top of the first. A right-handed delivery on the way. This one's going to hit over to Foul territory off left field. The count remains 1-2.
We're out here kind of a rural setting. We got the football field and the softball field behind us, but we've got completely open fields around the fair territory of the park.
We had to strategically place the crowd microphone under the stands tonight so we wouldn't pick up a lot of that wind. Pitch on its way, swing here, and we'll see if this is, he's out.
Now batting first base, number 12.
So a strikeout there, swinging. That'll be the first out, and now the first baseman, number 12, Jackson Seosin. We see him behind the football, and I'm sure we'll see him a lot this season at that quarterback position for the Georgetown Eagles. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but he stepped in, and you know, right here on this Elgin football field, he led Georgetown to a victory here last football season. You know, that was where Cooper Bell got hurt. This pitch too low and outside. The early count 1-0 here for Jackson Seosin. Were you at that game, Galen? I can't remember.
I believe I was at the last 8 of the regular season and the 2 playoff games.
Next pitch on its way. This one's going to ground over to the shortstop, and that should be a pretty routine 6-3, and it is. So a 6-3 ground out for Georgetown. That'll be 2 outs now as Seosin got a little lick on it, but not enough.
Next up for the Eagles, number 23.
Behind it. Cole Moore playing catcher tonight, was normally playing first base. Third in the lineup, number 23. He's the power hitter, the left-handed hitter, and if he can get a lick on it here with that left hit, there may be a chance, Galen. But more so, it's probably going to curve back into the left. He's going to have to really put some power behind it if he can get one here. 0-0, 2 outs. Pitch on its way. This one too far outside, and some of the fans here wanting that one to be called. It was outside.
Really close.
1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs or score. Runless here in the top of the first. Harkins winds up, swing and a miss. He got Cole on that one, and the count now 1-1 even. And Georgetown, we saw last year with Parker Tadlock leading off, normally getting that base hit for Georgetown. And here in these first 2 games, they've really struggled to get things going leading off, Galen. Right-handed delivery on its way. This one tipped foul into the bricks just in front of us. The count remains 1-2-2.
Getting the leadoff hitter on in the first at the start of the game really gives you a lift going into the rest of the. You start thinking positive from the very start.
Jacob, the right-handed delivery. This one too high and in. Deuces across the board now, Galen. 2-2-2. Flag out there at center field, whipping around. Right-handed pitch on its way.
Ooh.
Got him looking. Quick 1, 2, and 3 for Elgin. Great pitching to start things by Jacob Harkins. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We move to the bottom half of the first inning. We'll keep things right here, Galen. Well, that's not the way Georgetown wanted to start tonight.
No.
They wanted to get a hit, especially from their leadoff. They didn't get it. And now they're going to have to go out and play some defense.
Yeah, no, this is the first district game where we haven't scored 2 runs in the first inning.
After they pitch, if they're just standing around waiting on the pitch, then you can go to position while you're waiting, and then go back right before he hits it. And then if he hits it, pop up over here. Well, for Georgetown, we'll quickly go over the defense here for the Georgetown Eagles. Of course, pitching tonight, number 9, Grant Wood. Behind that home plate, number 23, Cole Moore, who moved from first base. Galen, as we go from first, second to third, Jackson Seosin was a designated hitter. He'll be at first base tonight. Luke Seaback will be in that number 4 position at second base. And then over on third base, Jeffrey David, number 7, stays. The shortstop remains Cole Posey. And then as we go from left to right, 7, 8, and 9, Wyatt Childress, who was the catcher, now playing at left field tonight in that 7 spot. Number 8 is in the 8 spot, number 6, Ryan Neitch, and then over at right field in that 9th position, number 25, Hunter Savarese. So that is your Georgetown defense to give you a visual of what's going on. Georgetown again in those gold lace-it-up jerseys in honor of Madeline Scholes. They are wearing white pants, pinstripe blue. Oh, New York Yankee-esh out there on the pants, Galen. That's pretty standard, though, on a lot of teams. Elgin, of course, in their purple and white, and leading off will be the shortstop, #1, Jace Grady for the Wildcats of Elgin. So we'll see if they can get a leadoff hit here. That would be huge for Elgin, as Georgetown didn't really do anything to start things off here, Galen.
And we got a left-hand batter stepping in to start off the game here.
That is right, a left-handed batter here for Elgin. Green gloves on, so it'll be easy to see his gloves. Right-handed pitch on its way. This one's going to pop up into the air, and that should be caught by the third baseman, Jeffrey David, and he's able to pull that one down. So call that one an easy pop up to third base and a quick out for Georgetown.
I think that wind's going to make it a little bit of a game. He had to dance around a little bit on that one out there.
Next up, number 24.
The second baseman, number 24, Isaac Davila, now up to hit for the Elgin Wildcats, a right-handed hitter. On deck behind him is the center fielder, number 7, Jonathan Gonzalez. Right-handed delivery on its way, and boy, that one go off the helmet of the catcher?
Yeah.
1-1, that's why you wear those helmets. Early count, 1-1.
1-0.
1-0, beg your pardon. 1 out. Right-handed pitch, this one's gonna be ground out. Shortstop couldn't make a play, and that's a base hit. The line right out there and trying to dive for it was Cole Posey, but Isaac Davila will reach on first with that first hit. Placed it right where it needed to go, Galen.
Sure did.
The first base hit tonight for either team coming here in the bottom of the first for Elgin. On first base again with that hit moments ago, Isaac Davila. Now it's the center fielder, Jonathan Gonzalez, the right-handed batter. As Grant Wood trying to keep Davila honest there at first, pitching one over to Siosin. Now the right-handed delivery. This one too high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. This pitch on its way, they're going to call it there as he looked at it. That's a strike, 1-1. Well, Galen, we were talking on the way up here too. You know, you see a lot of fastballs here in high school, a few curveballs, but that's pretty much what you see. You don't see a lot of other pitches being thrown around crazy here in high school baseball. This one going to be tipped foul and heads over to just beyond the dugout of the Georgetown Eagles. The count at 0-2, Galen.
Ooh, back over to first on the pickoff.
Runners
Attempt.
staying safe over there first. Winds up, pitch. This one gonna hit foul, and that one, thankfully the net was there. Nathan would have got a little noggin on the head there. 1-2, the count remains. I was thinking about the engineering that has to go into putting those nets up, Galen. You can't just go throw one up. Trying to keep the runner honest again. That pass over, runner safe. I'm just wondering, how do they figure that out, Galen? That's why I'm not into math. Swing and a miss here. Got him swinging for the third strike and the second out. Now the first baseman, number 32, Dante Woodard. Galen?
Yeah.
You said something. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, you know, I'm not an engineer, so I'm really not that. But one thing you don't want, for a lot of reasons, including insurance reasons, you don't want a firm like a chain link fence behind the plate, because you get little kids sticking their hands through it and stuff, and they'll get their they've got their fingers cut off before because a foul ball hit it, and the chain link fence does not yield.
And you know what you taught? It's weird you mentioned that, because Westwood has a chain link fence. This one on the way, that may be a base hit. It is out to right field. Runner's going to stay at spurt, move over to second. Now runner at first. So hit beautifully over into right field on a line there, Dante Woodard. That will advance Davila in scoring position on second base. Woodard will be credited with a hit here, and 2 hits already for Elgin early in this ball game.
They may be given a hint here as to how they scored 27 runs in 2 games on Cedar Creek.
And that was a left-handed hitter. Now the third baseman, number 15, Andrew Gonzalez, stands close up in that batter's box. As Wood looks back, now lets this one fly right across the plate on a fastball. The early count 0-1. We're kind of at a straight angle here tonight too, Galen. We're sitting down on the first row. We always appreciate the hospitality and the folks here. Georgetown trying to pick that second baseman, and he is safe. Wanted to mention that, though. This is one of the bleacher setups that actually has the built-in table here on the bleachers, and we were here last year covering a game, and again, always appreciate the wonderful friends we have here in Elgin and the coaching staff and their hospitality for allowing us to get over here early and get set up. Count 0-1, 2 outs. Wood winds up. This one going to ground around and trying to get him at third. Did he get there in time? No, he's safe.
Oh!
No, they say he got him. Wow, what a play as Cole Moore behind the plate, able to do a little 2-5 action, and that'll be the third out of the inning. And Galen, that was questionable, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have lost your keys or a cell phone, you can come.
So after one, no score here. In that one, though, Galen, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We climb to the top of the second inning. Don't go anywhere, folks. Georgetown Eagle Baseball, live on the SHNSports.com broadcast network, will continue in just a few moments.
I don't know.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit SHNSports.com/VIP. That's SHNSports.com/VIP.
Back in action here, just about to get things underway in the top of the second inning. We're runless here. Rob Hipp alongside Galen Wellnicki. Thanks for spending your Thursday evening with us here on SHN Sports for another edition of Georgetown Eagle Baseball. As again, we are about to start things here in the top of the second. Galen, we will go over that lineup here. Leading off in the second will be the center fielder, number 6, Ryan Neitch, followed by the third baseman, number 7, Jeffrey David, and then a designated hitter, number 13, Logan Drake, who we have yet to see this season, so it's good to see Logan out there. And when we have a moment, we will go over that Elgin defense as well. Jacob Harkins, the pitcher. Jacob Navajas, the catcher. First base, Dante Woodard. Second base, Isaac Davila. Third base, Andrew Gonzalez. Then the shortstop, Jace Grady. And then from left to right, Ethan Owens, Jonathan Gonzalez, and Jacob Niedig. First pitch on the way, and this one is going to be too low and out. An early ball here for Ryan Neitch. Pitch on its way. This one a swing and a miss. 1-1. Harkins doing a great job in that last inning with 2 strikeouts, Galen. And a quick 1-2-3 inning. Georgetown doesn't want to find themselves in that same situation here. Kicks up the right-handed delivery. This one's going to hit over to the right field, and the right fielder should be able to chase it down and make that play. It's Jacob Niedig, and easily on the fly 9, able to pull that one down for the first out.
I don't know how easy that is. He was kind of dancing around out there, too. I think any ball that's hitting the air is going to be a problem for a potential problem for fielders with that wind.
You made a valid point. From us watching it, it looked easy. Yeah. But you know it's really not.
We didn't have to run out there and try and catch it.
I get out of breath just watching some of those plays, Galen. 1 out here. Jeffrey David, the third baseman, now up for Georgetown. The right-handed pitch on the way to him, and this one is going to be called a ball, a little too low. Jeffrey David, of course, wearing number 7, averaging .391 on the season. This one's going to ground over to the third baseman, and that's a routine 5-3, and that's a second out. Gonzalez over to Woodward, and we're already through 2 just like that, Galen, as far as 2 outs. Now we'll see batting for the first time here in district play this season, the designated hitter, number 13, Logan Drake. Logan averaging .333 here on the season. He's played in 10 games, had 21 plate appearances, now is 22nd. This pitch on Logan, the first one his way, too low. 1 ball, no strikes. Delivery. Clipped the corner for a strike, 1-1. I've got to know Logan over the past year, and just a tremendous young man. doing great things at Georgetown High School, and it's good to see him out there hitting tonight. Right-handed pitch. This one is going to hit foul into the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 2 outs in the top of the second inning. We're still runless, Galen. Well, Georgetown does not want to get in another 1-2-3 situation here.
You caught me watching the football game over in the field behind us. There's a bunch of kids playing. Right-handed
pitch. This one's going to hit foul. The net stopped it from going into Galen.
I would have had it one-handed, the one-handed grab.
You were looking like it, man. Hey, that's why we put that net. We put that net there for you, Galen.
Good. I'm glad.
1-2, 2 outs. Still no runs here in the top of the second inning. Live from Elgin High School. The pitch on its way. This one going to hit foul off the third base side. The count remains 1-2. Harkin's looking impressive here through these first 2 innings early, Galen. I know we're still only at the 6th batter, but so far he hasn't slowed up a beat and he hasn't given up anything. I know you're adding up the pitch count there.
22, and this will be the 23rd pitch coming up.
23rd pitch on its way here. Again, the count 1-2, 2 outs. Logan Drake, the left-handed hitter for Georgetown. Wind up the pitch, and this one is going to hit over to right field, and that will be a base hit. Georgetown needed a hit. Logan Drake gave it to him, and the Eagles finally with their first hit tonight here in the second inning of play. And Logan, that was a nice, beautiful hit there to right field. Speaking of right field, we'll have the right fielder, number 25, Hunter Savarese, now up for the Georgetown Eagles, a right-handed hitter.
Took Coach Foster's words to heart. He kept it on a low-line drive on that one. You know, before the game, Coach Foster wanted to try to keep him from getting the ball up in the air.
Pitch on its way to Savarese. Tip strike.
Because that wind right now could keep just about anything except for something down the left field line, down the left field in the ballpark.
Hunter averages .355 here on his 15th game played. This one, though, a swing and a miss, 0-2. He's got 11 hits, though, for Georgetown. That's not bad. That's kind of right in the pack of the middle here early on in this season. Of course, this includes not just district games that we just played, but, I mean, if he had 11 hits in 2 games, that'd be pretty amazing, Galen. Yeah. 0-2 the count, 2 outs. Runner on for Georgetown is Logan Drake at first, and Savarese trying to give him another one. This pitch here, curved down a little too low on the break, 1-2.
He probably wouldn't be batting 6th in the lineup if he had 11 hits.
Yeah.
He'd probably be either the leadoff man or number 3, one of the two.
Well, he'd be on ESPN if he had 11 through 2, man, for high school. The 1-2 pitch, this one tipped foul. The count remains 1-2.
That was going over toward our man Nathan there, trying to get to his feet there. That wind, the flag now is standing almost straight out, going directly toward the left field corner.
Well, here in the top of the second, time called real quick by Savarese. We're in the middle of a 1-2, 2 outs. Just to kind of let you know, again, Logan Drake out there first. You can see him from time to time on your video screen. We've got it zoomed in on the pitcher and the batter here, of course. Pitch on its way, hit by pitch. Did it?
Yep.
Yeah, it did. Savarese was looking back saying, wait a minute, I think it hit me. So he will reach there on a hit by pitch. That'll move Logan Drake into scoring position on second base. And the shortstop, number 5, Cole Posey, now for the Georgetown Eagles. And coach talking things over here with one of the umpires. Well, we got that runner in scoring position. Elgin had that same predicament at their last at bat. Georgetown able to get the runner out at third. We'll see if Georgetown can do something here. They don't want to leave these 2 on, Galen.
No, you gotta, the way this game's going right now, you gotta try to get everything in you can, because you don't know how it's.
Well, Coach Brinley talking things, last night after the game, saying Georgetown has to do a better job at running the bases. This pitch on its way, too far outside, good eye by Cole. The early count, 1 ball, no strikes. Cole Posey averaging 208 on the season. Trying to pick Georgetown. He got back in time. Wow. Boy, he had all day to get back to that base, and I don't think the second baseman was ready for that, Galen.
No, not at all.
I mean, they're going to talk things over here amongst themselves, but, man, that would have been an easy out and just was not ready for it. Well, Cole Posey in his 17th game, 61st plate appearance. He's got 10 hits here in this early season, 12 runs on those, 9 RBIs for Cole Posey.
This would be a good time to pick up a 10th or 11th RBI.
Yeah, I was about to say it'd be a great time for him to do that. 1-0 the count here, 2 outs, 2 on for Georgetown. Copo standing tall in that box. He's got his right foot near the center of the batter's box there. Of course, a right-handed hitter for Georgetown. Pitch on its way. Clipped him 1-1 as it clipped the corner there for the strike. Cole still got some options here. On the even count, 1-1. We're still in the top of the second inning. Galen, my feet are starting to get cold now.
That's not good this early in the game.
This pitch too far outside, and the count now 2-1. Cole ahead. Well, how we got to this point, of course, Savarese moments ago hit by a pitch. He's on first. Logan Drake on second in scoring position. Georgetown with 1 hit and their only hit here so far in the second inning in this ball game. On the mound, Jacob Harkins. The pitch on its way. This one's going to ground foul over near the Elgin dugout and now outside to the fence. 2-2 across the board. Deuce is wild. Galen, put the horses in. I don't even know what that means. I just felt like saying it.
I don't either.
I watched a lot of that Home Improvement growing up, the TV show where Tim Allen got everything wrong. Right-handed pitch. This one is going to hit foul, and it will sail behind the Georgetown dugout. Boy, it almost hit a fan over there. They weren't ready for it.
The guy pulled the lady out of the way of that.
What happens here in high school? Do you get to keep those?
No, you usually.
Or they throw them back and play them?
They throw them back.
And they play them?
Yeah. If they're not scuffed up too bad. You know, it's not like Little League where you run it over the concession stand and give it to them and they give you a snow cone or something.
They should do that. They should give you a Snickers bar. Right-handed pitch. This one too far outside. Now we've got a full count at 3-2.
The Mars Company will be sending you your check for mentioning their product here directly.
Well, they better. I'm in the they better mood right now. They better. Just like Georgetown, they better hit it here. We'll see what Copo can do. 3-2 full count. Cole trying to advance his runners. He gets a hit out there. That could be a score for Georgetown. On its way. This one is a hit over the left, and, well, it will not be. Line drive out to left field. Looked good at first, but then Ethan Owens able to come over there on the left field, and that'll be the 3rd out for Georgetown. That one knocked out over there on the line 7. No runs on 1 hit for Georgetown. There was no errors. 2 left on base. We're halfway through 2. Don't go anywhere. Georgetown Eagle Baseball on the SHNSports.com broadcast network will resume in just a few moments.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Hipp Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Hipp Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Hipp Network and SHNSports.com.
Back in action here, leading off for the Elgin Wildcats will be the shortstop, number 15, Andrew Gonzalez. Was he put out on a 2-5 a while ago? Is that why
he was the batter when they got the guys trying to steal?
That's right. This one hit over to left and trying to make a play on it. Did Georgetown get there in time?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Wow, what a play out there. Was that Copo coming over making that play? It was Cole Posey. Beautiful job by Cole Posey. Over to the third base on a nice 6-3. Wow. Jacob Harkins. First time at bat here, the right-handed hitter. This pitch a little too close inside, 1-0 the count. Yeah, what a job by Cole out there, man. That was some great athleticism. I don't know what angle we got at that. That play that Cole made. That pitch on its way, curves out to the right, 2-0. Nathan saying that we got that one on the wide zoom cam, so that'll be great to go back and see that. 2-0 the count, 1 out. Pitch on its way. This one across the plate on the fastball. The first strike thrown, 2-1. I didn't put that on the board yet. That was a strike. There we go, 2-1. Grant Wood for Georgetown, still out there doing work. I know we've got his pitch count here in a minute, Galen. I heard you counting over there. Right-handed pitch, the delivery. This one's going to pop up and over to the second baseman, able to make the play. Luke Seaback over to Jackson Seosin on a 4-3 ground out for the second out.
Jackson made a good play on that one, getting down low to get that throw, which was coming in prematurely low.
When the ball took a hop right out there just outside that pitcher's mound, and a great job by both of them, Luke Seaback, and then, as you said, Jackson Seosin had to reach way down low to get that one.
I think that was the 15th pitch for
First pitch to the catcher, Navajas, on the fastball is going to be a strike. The early count 0-1. Again here in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch on its way. This one will ground over, and it should be another 4-3 for the third out. We'll see if they get it. They do. And that is the third out. Little 1-2-3 action. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we are through two innings. We'll move up to the top of the third. Don't go anywhere, folks. Georgetown Eagle Baseball on the SHNSports.com broadcast network will continue in a few moments.
Thousands of listeners, laser-focused marketing, and showing a high level of community involvement. Those are a few of many reasons to advertise with SHN Sports. We strive to keep our broadcast as affordable as possible, and your support makes that happen. Please consider advertising with SHN Sports. Email rob@shnsports.com. That's rob@shnsports.com. We have a solution for everyone.
Welcome back to Elgin, Texas, just outside of Elgin High School. I'm Rob Hipp with Galen Wellnicki. Top of the third inning, about to get underway. No runs scored here yet in this ball game. Georgetown with only 1 hit. They've left 2 on base through 2. They'll have an option here to extend some of those stats here in the top of the third. And Galen, you had a stat as far as Georgetown pitching in that last inning. Tell us about it.
He only threw, very economical. He only threw 7 pitches that inning. And he's now at 17 for the game, and you'd like to be 14 or 12 to 14 for an inning at the maximum. So he's doing well on his number of pitches.
Well, leading off for Georgetown here in this third inning will be the bottom of the lineup, the second baseman, number 8, Luke Seaback. Luke has yet to hit in this ball game. He's played in 17 games, had 42 plate appearances. This will be his 43rd. He averages 194. We will see if Luke out there for Georgetown, and we still have the same pitcher, of course, Jacob Harkins out there slinging them.
Harkins has thrown 29 pitches through 2 innings.
And what do we have, Granite Wood for Georgetown?
We had him at 17.
17, so Harkins, right-handed delivery. This one's going to hit foul over off the first base side, and again drops in that same vicinity. That one in the fans and right in the corner. We've seen 3 of those fall over in that area now, and that's the first one that's hit in the stands.
Mr. Seosin walking into the park here right in front of us.
0-1 the count. The right-handed delivery on the way. The fastball too low inside, and we've got an even count now at 1-1. The 1-1. This one a little too high and out. 2 balls, 1 strike.
The wind direction changed slightly now. The flag is coming a little bit more and more toward us. And it's, instead of going directly out, it's kind of, at times, it'll be kind of pointing back toward us.
Yeah, we need it to go the other way. 2-1. This one too high. Seaback had to kind of wiggle his way out of that one. 3-1. I think this is the first time tonight that we've seen the 3-1 count by Harkins, if I'm not mistaken, Galen.
That is correct.
No outs for Georgetown. Of course, nobody on here in the top of the third. We're still runless. Do you say runless or do you say scoreless?
Scoreless.
I like to say run. I like to make up my own words, Galen. Now walked him. That's the first walk that we've seen tonight. So Seaback will reach on that walk, and we will move back to the top of the lineup. It'll be Wyatt Childress for the Georgetown Eagles. He struck out swinging earlier in the first. Number 20, the left fielder.
Next up, the Eagles, number 20, Wyatt Childress.
I think at this point in time, you might be looking a little bit for a possibility of a sacrifice bunt right now. With no runs on the board yet, it may probably time to start trying to manufacture a couple runs here.
Well, the 35th plate appearance now on the season for Wyatt Childress. He's got 8 hits, trying to make it 9 here. Bunts this one, and going to slide down, and they get him out at first or second. And the runner is out at second. Great play out there by Harkins over to his second baseman on a 1-4. Is that correct?
That's a fielder's choice for the batter. Siosin.
So Seaback will remain at first, and now hitting for Georgetown, the first baseman, number 12, Jackson Siosin.
Actually, it's Childress at first base.
Oh, it is Childress. I'm sorry. Seaback was the one that was out. Thank you, Galen.
And Jackson was looking to bunt.
Now Georgetown trying to steal a base. Did he get there in time?
No.
No, he did not. He's out. So that was Childress who just got out.
2-4. We're not running bases well at all. We had several thrown out last night. We've already got 2 cut down on the bases tonight. So
that was Seaback trying to steal right then, right?
That was Childress.
Or Childress was trying to steal. Strike here thrown to Jackson Siosin in an 0-2 count. Pitch on its way, and he swung at that one, and that's going to be the third out of the inning, just like that for Siosin. Another 1-2-3 for Georgetown. First out was on Luke Seaback as he was out, and Georgetown in that one, Galen. Unfortunately, no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We're halfway through 3, still scoreless here at Elgin High School. The 20th state-ranked Georgetown Eagles trying to find an answer for Elgin. So far, it has been Harkins tonight on the defensive end pitching, doing a great job keeping his team rolling here, even though we're scoreless. None of the offense have been able to produce for either team yet so far tonight, Galen.
Not at all. We've got a massive total of 3 hits in 2.5 innings so far.
2 of those by Elgin, only 1 by Georgetown. Or 2 hits by Elgin, 1 by Georgetown. Elgin leaving 1 on base tonight. So far, Georgetown leaving 2. Grant Wood getting in his warm-up pitches here. And leading off for Elgin will be the 8th in the lineup, number 23, Ethan Owens, the left fielder. Catcher makes his way onto the field now, number 23, Cole Moore. Nathan had to get up and put his jacket on. I don't blame him. Galen, you've had yours on.
I've had mine on since we got out of the car, just about.
Well, here in the bottom of the third, we'll see if the Georgetown defense can continue to work their magic and give their offense another opportunity to get back on it here.
Leading out the inning for the Wildcats, number 23, Ethan Owens.
Ethan Owens first at bat tonight, of course, 8 in the lineup. The left fielder wearing number 23. Right-handed pitch on its way. This one's going to hit over to left field, and trying to get on it will be Wyatt Childress, and it is gone. A home run single for Elgin. You talk about the wind getting under it over there, and that time it happened, and that one licked right where it needed to go. And Owens, you should call that the home run single, correct, Galen?
That's a solo home run.
Solo home run.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're showing a little bit of hitting that was maybe explains a little bit on those 2 lopsided games with Cedar Creek.
Well, Elgin takes the lead now, 1-0 here on their home turf. And Jacob Neidig now out there for Elgin.
And he hit it just about where you'd need to put it out of the ballpark tonight with that wind.
Graham Wood doesn't want to give up another one here, and the right-handed pitch is on its way. This one's going to foul tip.
Almost right off the camera there.
Yeah, I was about to tell you, you put that camera there, and Paul hits that. That's the end of that camera. 0-1 the early count here on Neidig. Second pitch to him. This one too low and inside. The count at 1-1. Taking a little bit of time here as Grant Wood adjusts his hands. Now back on the mound. Stands right in the center of the rubber. Kicks up his left leg. The right-handed delivery on its way. Curves too far outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Delivery too low. 3-1. Well, Neidig's got a good eye out there. This pitch going to be hit over to the second baseman, and Luke Seaback able to do a little easy 4-3 ground out for the first out. We move back to the top of the lineup. It'll be the shortstop, number 1, Jace Grady.
Seaback and Jackson and Seosin have recorded the last 3 putouts for Georgetown.
Appreciate everybody out there on the SHNSports.com broadcast network watching tonight. If you're out there watching, we'd love to hear from you. Send a text message to us, 512-522-9105. Again, that SHN fan line open at 512-522-9105. This one laced again on a 4-3 ground out, and he's out. As Jace Grady trying to find some rhythm and couldn't find it there. So another 4-3. For the second out. Second in the lineup now, second baseman number 24, Isaac Davila. He had a hit in the first. This pitch to him is going to be too low, an early ball, 1-0 the count. Next pitch going to hit foul over off the first base side. Here on the 1-1, 2 outs. Georgetown giving up 1 run here in this inning, trying to get out of it. Wood, the right-handed pitch. Beautiful pitch there, going to be 2-1. Next pitch on its way. This one's going to pop up over to right field, and this one should be caught in foul territory, and it is for the third out. I didn't see who came up with that one. Jackson Seosin made his way over there. So great job in foul territory on the fly 3, and we are 1, 2, and 3 outs now. But Georgetown giving up that solo home run to Ethan Owens. Elgin leading here 1-0 in that inning. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, nobody left on base, Galen. We're halfway through 4, move to the bottom of the 4th. Georgetown trying to find an answer here on offense themselves. We'll keep it right here, Galen.
Time for Georgetown to do something here in the top of the 4th here coming up.
Well, leading off for the Eagles will be Cole Moore. He struck out looking in the first. This is his second at-bat of the night coming here in the 4th inning. Here at the top of the 4th.
You know, you start looking here, after this inning, we've only got 12 outs left after this inning. We're 15 outs right now, so you got to do something with those at-bats in there.
So again, leading off will be the catcher tonight, number 23, Cole Moore. As I stated moments ago, struck out looking in the first. That was the part of that 1-2-3 on the third out against Georgetown. Jacob Harkins still out there on the mound pitching tonight for the Georgetown Eagles. Cole Moore, the left-handed hitter. Behind him is Ryan Knights on deck, the center fielder, and then Jeffrey David, the third baseman. First pitch at the top of the fourth. This one a swing and a miss. The wind picking back up again. Our camera that we have on the pitcher and hitter tonight, getting a lot of wind ruffle. Second one pulls back. Good eye there by Cole. That's a ball, 1-1 even count. Hawkins winds up. Wow, that one looked close inside, but Copo a little too high in, and it's going to be a strike, 1-2. Como. We have Copo and Como on the team, Galen. Cole Posey and Cole Moore. So Como, Copo. What you know, yo?
Not much. I know nothing.
The 1-2 pitch. This one's going to hit foul. Way behind us. The count remains 1-2. Coach Foster running out over to third base.
Yep.
Wind up, the right-handed delivery. This one's going to hit foul again off the third base side. Actually goes off the top of the net and falls back down. The count remains 1-2. No outs here in the top of the fourth. Georgetown trails 1-0. Pitch on its way, too far outside, even at 2-2. Right-handed pitch on its way. Had to inchworm his way on that one, and he got hit? No, he didn't get hit. He took off. He thought it was on the fourth. That was only the third. It's a full count now. I'm about to say, man. 3-2 the count. I think Cole's ready to take off there, Galen.
Basketball, they get you for delay of the game there on doing something like that.
They have no mercy.
He just lost count of the.
Hey, I lose count calling the game, man. Payoff pitch on its way. This one is going to hit foul over off the third base side, out of the reach of the outfield. The count remains full at 3-2. Again, Georgetown trailing here 1-0 in the top of the fourth at Elgin High School tonight. Elgin 2-0, Georgetown 2-0 here in 19-5A as Georgetown defeated Hutto in both their games this season, and Elgin defeating Cedar Creek in their first two games. Right-handed payoff pitch. This one too low, and now it'll be a walk. Great eye there by Como, and he will walk over to first base. Ryan Knights, the center fielder, up at bat now. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Flew one out to right field that was out in the second. It's the second walk that I think we've seen tonight by Jacob Harkins. He also has one runner that got on first by a hit by pitch. Other than that, it's been a pretty solid pitching performance tonight, but slowing up his step there a little bit, and we know that he's well over 30 pitches now in this ball game, Galen. Coach Foster going to take a few moments to talk things over with Ryan Knights. We'll keep things right here again in the top of the fourth inning. Elgin leading 1-0 here on their home field tonight on a windy night.
He's thrown 45 pitches. That one didn't help him any because he had he had 2 strikes and a couple fouls after that, and then threw the 4 balls. So that was almost an inning's worth, a good inning's worth of pitches there on that, just one batter.
He said 45 he's already thrown tonight. Wow. Glances over his left shoulder, trying to keep the runner honest there at first, and he does. That's Cole Moore there at first, who just reached on that walk moments ago. No outs, Georgetown runner on first. This one is going to hit up over center field, and trying to trace it down will be Jonathan Gonzalez, and this one is gone. Two-run homer for the Georgetown Eagles. They take the lead, and it was Ryan Goodnight for the Georgetown Eagles. Cole Moore will come in and score one. Ryan Knights will come in and score the second. Two-run homer. Great job by Ryan Knights as he laced that one, Galen, out into the power alley over on the left field.
That was a good hit, you know, considering the wind effect, which wasn't much of an effect on that one.
Wow. Well, we failed to mention, talking about Ryan Knights. That was Ryan's, trying to look here, that was his 4th home run of the season and his 10th RBI.
Number 7, Mr. David's up.
We have a pinch hitter. Well, there was a pinch hitter out there, I believe, that actually ran in. This one is going to pop fly over to center field. Actually, the second baseman going to try to get under it and make the play, and he does for the first out. So Jeffrey David out there. That one popped up to the second baseman on a fly 4. So I got that wrong. There was a pinch hitter out there for Moore. Pinch runner, I beg your pardon. And it was number 10 who came around and scored that. I didn't see that. Nathan was trying to tell me that.
He was actually.
It was Jared Ross out there running.
Actually, he's a courtesy runner since he's running for either the pitcher or the catcher.
Well, a courtesy runner. Thank you, Galen. Logan Drake, the designated hitter. He had a hit earlier. Gave Georgetown their first hit of this ball game. That pitch on its way to Logan will be a ball, 1-0. Logan Drake again playing in his 11th game, his 23rd plate appearance. Looks at that one and it'll be a ball, 2-0.
Yeah, the pitcher didn't like the ball. He's returning it to the umpire. The umpire's putting it in his pouch there on the right-hand side, and he'll probably get that ball back. One of the pitchers will get that ball back before the game's.
And probably won't even know that it was the same one.
Nope.
Harkins here on the 2-0. Making Logan Drake do a little dance, and now he's in a 3-0 situation. It's the third time, or the second time tonight that we have, well, third time tonight that we have seen 3 balls here. Of course, moments ago, one of them ended up being a walk for Cole Moore. 3-0 the count, 1 out. Georgetown leads 2-1. Right-handed pitch on its way. This one now will be a strike. Count at 3-1.
The old automatic.
Yeah. Can't get to a walk unless you've got 4. Right-handed pitch. This one foul tip. Got a full count now at 3-2. Three, 2, 1 on the board, Galen.
Countdown.
That's what that one is, a countdown?
Yeah.
Right-handed pitch, swing and a miss. Second out. Got him swinging on that one. That's the 3rd strikeout now for Jacob Harkins, if I'm not mistaken, Galen, unless there was one in the 3rd.
That's the 4th.
So it is the 4th, yeah, because that was a strike swinging in the 3rd. So the 4th strikeout now. Hunter Savarese moves back to a right-handed hitter for Georgetown. This one on its way, pulls back, ball, 1-0. Hunter tonight is 0 for. He reached on a hit by pitch in the 2nd. So 1-0 the count here. 2 outs. Again, Georgetown leading 2-1. Right-handed pitch on its way. This one got under it, and that will be
a double.
Yeah, it's going to at least be a double. Out to left field as it hits the fence, and it is a double. Great hit there by Hunter Savarese. And that'll keep this inning rolling here for Georgetown. The shortstop, number 5, Cole Posey. He had that line drive out to right field on his last at bat. Copo tonight 0 for 1. Had a great defensive play, though, in a previous inning for Georgetown. So far on the offensive end, still looking for a little life here, but boy, he had an amazing play moments ago on defense. 2 outs for Georgetown, leading 2-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. On the dirt, Harkins now steps over to the rubber, kicks up, right-handed pitch on its way. This one too low.
The outfield's playing straight away. He needs to put one through either the power alleys or down the line. He's got 4 good places he could place the ball and go a long way with.
Yeah, and here at this field, you know, we normally go over the distance. There is no distance markers out there, so we didn't get to call that, but I would imagine pretty standard as we've seen most fields around here. It looks a little far out here, though, at Elgin. Next pitch was a ball, Galen, 2-0.
Yeah, you look around 310 down the lines and maybe 385 to center.
Next pitch on its way. That one close. They're going to call it a ball now, and another 3-0 count here on Cole Posey. Kick up, the right-handed delivery. Got him on the corner, and that'll be the first strike here of this at bat, 3-1. David sent us a message saying the Georgetown dugout going crazy right now, so give them a shout out. This one's going to foul tip.
Full count.
Full count now at 3-2, 2 outs. What's a 3-2-2, Galen? You have to make one up for that.
Yeah, I do.
We've got the aces, the deuces, and the countdown. We'll think of something. Hey, that's how all that stuff started. Someone had to think of it somewhere, Galen.
Yeah.
Full count, payoff pitch on its way. This one's going to ground over to the third baseman, and he will not get it. An E out there, an E5. Georgetown runners at the corners now. So Posey will reach on an E5. Savarese will move over to third. And the inning continues here for Georgetown. First error that we've seen tonight on either side. That was a far one out there. It was in the glove of Woodard, just couldn't hold on to it, Galen. And now the Elgin coach will come out to talk things over. Did I say Hutto a minute ago?
I don't know. I wasn't.
No idea what I said.
That could be.
Be fighting words here in 19-5A. You don't mention a wrong team when you're calling for another team. We'll keep things right here. Again, Georgetown leading 2-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. The inning stays alive after that E5 moments ago. Luke Seaback will be up to bat, the second baseman, number 8. Luke tonight is over. He reached on a walk in the third. Getting a little bit of electrical feedback here tonight. Have that issue sometimes being outside. Some of these connections aren't grounded properly, and I don't know if that's getting through on the other end of the broadcast audience, but definitely in our earbuds here. I know you can hear it too every once in a while, Galen. Pitch on its way. This one clips the corner for a strike, 0-1. Seaback.
That wasn't a stolen base. He went to second, but that was catcher's indifference. They elected not to make a play on it.
They just let him go over there.
Yeah.
The runners both in scoring position.
They weren't going to try and throw it out and let Hunter score.
Pitch on its way. This one's going to be hit over. Can't get over it. That's going to be another error, Galen. I don't know if you called it.
That's a base hit.
That is a base hit?
Yeah.
Popped in his glove, but no, that was a zinger right to him. We won't call that. And that's going to bring in a runner there for Georgetown. Give the RBI to Luke Seaback. He'll be over at first base with a base hit. Coming around to score will be Hunter Savarese. And Cole Posey will be over at third now. So Georgetown extends their lead 3-1.
He got hurt on that play. That ball came off and hit him really hard. You could see him wince when he got on the play.
I glanced up at the last moment. I was looking down, and I just saw his glove fumble. And for Elgin, just getting a word from Nathan, there's a pitcher warming up in the bullpen. We'll have his information here in just a few moments.
I think.
In our bullpen? Yeah, that's got to be in our bullpen.
There may be somebody going to their bullpen right now, but
yeah.
But we've got somebody warming up in our bullpen too.
Well, Nathan said that number 9 out there for Georgetown is warming up, which would be, well, that's Grant Wood.
Yeah, he's been a long inning. He's probably trying to keep him from getting cold and stiff.
Now hitting back at the top of the lineup, it's going to be the left fielder number 20, Wyatt Childress.
That's another catcher's indifference.
Yeah, because Seaback advanced over to second on that, so not another stolen base there.
Yeah, they're just elected not to make a play because they don't want to let the runner come in from third. That makes it a tough play because you got two throws on that.
Well, runners now at 2 and 3 for Georgetown. At second is Seaback, third is Cole Posey. Wyatt Childress in a 1-0. Now that one goes foul, 1-1, even count. And we're about to wrap through the lineup here, Galen.
Yeah, that ruined your scorebook. You'll have to go over to another. Of course, you know, if it's your team that's doing it, you don't mind it near as much as what's the other team.
I think we had a couple of games.
You can sit and grumble if it's the other.
I think we went through the lineup twice in one inning, or almost 3 times in one inning, a couple games last year. This pitch on its way, 2-1 the count.
Yeah, this is a one batter they need to get out because you got Jackson and Cole coming up in the next 2. So, you know, this is you don't want to put him on base and leave the bases loaded for Jackson.
Pitch on its way, swing and a miss. We're even now. Deuces across the board, 2-2-2.
This is wild, man. This is wild.
Matt Leishman sending a message saying no static on the audio. Nice presentation with the multiple camera angles. Appreciate Matt Leishman in Arizona. Broadcast partner for 3 years. Really helped SHN become what it is here in the Georgetown area. We appreciate all the hard work that Matt did over the years. And the best of luck there in Arizona. 3-2 now, full count.
And that was not a call by the umpire that was appreciated by the Elgin fans.
No, not at all. Text messages coming in here from Brownwood, Texas. Hoping to see their grandson, Wesley Dixon. Right-handed pitch on the way, pulls back, and another walk. So on the payoff pitch, doesn't pay off, and another Georgetown runner will reach on a walk. And now, Galen, we have bases loaded with Jackson Siosen at bat, though. Jackson is 0 for 2 tonight. Well, if you've got a shout-out, you'd like to let us know you're out there watching or listening tonight, feel free to text us at our SHN fan line. That line is open at 512-522-9105. Again, that SHN fan line open at 512-522-9105. We'd love to hear from you tonight.
In the previous
pitch on its way here, and that one's going to clip the corner for a strike, a much-needed strike if you're an Elgin fan.
In the previous 3 innings, he only threw 37 pitches. That was his 33rd pitch this inning. That was his 34th.
Yeah, and that's going to be a little wild pitch. Georgetown's going to come around and score here.
I think it may have hit.
I don't understand what happened there, Galen.
I think it hit him because the umpire can't, on a wild pitch, the umpire can't just signal him home.
Who did that hit? The runner?
No, the base.
Yeah, it hit Siosen.
Yeah.
Well, now we mess up the scorebook.
And I don't think there's a Georgetown fan out there that cares that we missed up the scorebook.
No, not at all. Well, now we have Seaback at third, Childress over to 2, Siosen at 1, and Cole Moore now at bat for the Georgetown Eagles for the second time this inning. First pitch to Cole Moore, too far outside, 0-1. Georgetown now leading 4-1.
This would be a good time for a grand salami right now.
Yeah, it'd be a huge one. We saw one in the park home run last year. Those are rare. Right-handed pitch on its way. This one's going to ground, and it is a base hit.
That's an error.
An error out there, yep, and Georgetown's going to score 2.
He should have made the play on that one.
Yeah, he should have. So Cole is going to reach on an error, and that was on the right fielder, Galen, or on the second baseman?
Second baseman.
It was on the second baseman, an E4. Isaac Davila couldn't get on it.
He was right under his glove. There's no excuse for not making that play.
So Seaback's going to come around to score, as well as Wyatt Childress. And now we've got runners on the corners. It'll be Siosin at third and Cole Moore at first. So again, runners in the corners, Georgetown extending the lead. And Galen, let's be honest, not to discredit Georgetown, but Elgin hurting themselves in this inning.
Yeah, they're not helping themselves at all, and we're, you know, he's now, you know, getting near his pitch limit.
So again, Siosin at third, Cole Moore reaching on that E4 moments ago on first. Runners in the corner. Georgetown leads 6-1 here in the top of the fourth. Wow, when nightfall hits, the camera angle that we have is almost seamless whenever you look out of the outfield because it's pitch black. Galen, you were talking about those flashing strobes out there from the cell towers. Really not seeing too many of them now. I mean, they're there, but you don't notice them. First pitch on its way. That one's going to be too far out, and a ball on Ryan Goodnight. Talked about Ryan a while ago as he had that home run.
It'd be a good time for another one.
Yeah, was it a solo?
Yes.
Early count, 1-0. This one's going to pop up into the air, and that one should be caught by someone. We'll see who comes around to make the play, and it is the another E, another drop. And a runner did, will they count that as a score? No, because he caught it, right, Galen?
Let's see.
He came in to score, but that was almost an error out there. No, they give Georgetown the one run.
Yeah.
They're going to give that to Jackson Siosin. And that coming on an error, wouldn't you say?
E5, and then they've got the throw out 5-4.
So I'll let you break down the score there, Galen.
So we're now 7. We scored 7 runs in that inning.
So Cole Moore on the E5.
The E5 would have been
on Ryan Knights.
Yeah, the E5 was on Knights, and
then who was that throw out on Moore?
Well, we're getting into a sticky situation here now, because you know it was a fielder's. It was actually a fielder's choice for Knights.
That's whenever it gets a little hard to keep up with, Galen.
I think we're good that we don't have to write about that one.
Yeah. We'll just keep it where it's at. We know that was the third out of the inning. 2 and 3 just like that. And
we got 7 runs on 3 hits.
Yeah, I was about to add that up. 7 runs in that inning on 3 hits. There were 2 errors. I'm seeing 3 errors, actually.
3 errors.
And 1 left on base. Is that correct, Galen? So, again, 7 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors, 1 left on base. And, again, not to discredit Georgetown, but let's be honest, that out coming or all that scoring coming because of those errors by Elgin.
Well, we got 3 gift runners in that inning too, because there were 2 walks and a hit batsman. So
we move to the bottom of the fourth. Elgin now trailing by 6, 7-1. The first pitch on its way. This one's going to hit foul.
Yeah, we'll take a 7-1 lead.
Leading off is Jonathan Gonzalez here.
We're now 22 and 5 against the opposition in 3 games in district. So
early count 0-1. On the mound is still Grant Wood. Slings this one right, going to be hit up over, and the second baseman on the line drive by Luke Seaback with the first out. Great arm out there by Luke as that one was slinging right into his area, and able to reach out and grab that one. First out for Elgin. Got some feedback coming in here from Matt Leshman saying, let's be honest. He said the run counts because he scored before he got the tag out at second. Right. That's right, yeah. It's kind of hard to see all the action there, trying to keep up with it all. 1-0 here, the count on Dante Woodard, the first baseman. He is 1 for 1 tonight. Had a hit in the first, and he was left stranded on 1. 1-0 the count. Right-handed pitch on its way. This one is going to hit over to left field, but chasing it down is the third baseman, Jeffrey David, and he has it. Little fly 5 there for the second out. Quick 1-2 for Georgetown, Galen.
Yeah, it is, and you know, you need these. You know, what we're doing is we're reducing them down to 12 outs.
Boy, the power of YouTube. I just got a text message with a picture coming in. Some folks sitting at home with their TV cabinet open watching the game. I mean, just amazing technology, and we're glad to be able to bring it.
Hey, and we're glad these people are watching us, and we're even more glad that they're supporting the Georgetown Eagles.
Absolutely, we appreciate that. I'm not sure who that was. Whoever sent me that, be sure to text your name, and we'll make sure to give you a little shout out there. 1-1 the count. 2 outs.
You know, there's a little money consideration involved in doing these games, but the more important thing is doing it for the kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
The kids deserve the coverage, and since there really isn't any print coverage anymore in the Georgetown area.
Right-handed pitch, this one across on the fastball, 1-2 the count.
I've been wondering what's going to happen in the newspaper business right now, what with the Austin American being sold.
Yeah.
There's a massive media company in New York is in the process of buying the Austin American.
This pitch too close on the inside, 2-2 the count.
And the Austin American has, since they're printing in San Antonio, their deadlines for sports have become ridiculous.
Yeah, I was about to say.
7:45 at night,
wow.
or 7:30.
Right-handed pitch. This one going to be hit over to right field in foul territory. Georgetown, going to be able to get it? No, not in time. Boy, what a run out there. Was that Cole Moore trying to chase that down?
Yeah, that's not an error.
I don't know, it's Jackson Siosen. Yeah, it's not. But, boy, Jackson Siosen almost able to get his glove under that in foul territory. Wasn't able to get there in time, though. We're 2s across the board now, 2-2-2. Man, what an effort out there by Jack. Matt Leishman sending another message saying he supports the kids. Appreciate you, Matt.
Yeah.
And got him there. Was that swinging?
Yeah.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. 1, 2, and 3 for Georgetown. We'll make that one easy. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base, Galen. As we move to the top of the 5th inning, Georgetown leading 7-1. We'll take a quick break. Georgetown Eagle baseball here on SHN Sports. We'll continue after this.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP.
Welcome back to Elgin High School. Rob Hipp alongside Galen Wellnicki. Appreciate everybody out there on the SHNSports.com broadcast network joining us. Nathan out there saying that a pitcher for Georgetown was out there warming up. I believe it was number 18, Ryan Courtney. Of course, we won't see him here anytime right now because at bat will be Georgetown with that 7-1 lead. Leading off will be Jeffrey David, the third baseman. He is 0 for 2 tonight. That's another unique advantage that we have now, Galen, having David England with camera down on the field as we get a little insider information as to what's going on down there, Galen.
That's true. You know, the bullpens, the way they are in high school, it's kind of hard to tell. We're not up high where we can see like if you were covering a major league or even a minor league game.
So again, leading off, Jeffrey David 0 for 2 tonight. Was out on a 5-3 grounder in the second, then flew one out to second base in the 4th. Right-handed pitch on the way. Is it still the same pitcher out there?
Yeah, it is.
That it is. Yeah, it's still Jacob Harkins out there.
They're kind of hanging him out here.
Well, the first pitch is 1-0. He's thrown a lot tonight.
Yeah.
You can imagine that right arm is getting tired.
He was close to 40 pitches in the last inning.
This one's going to be hit over, and that'll be a base hit over to right field. So leading off will be Jeffrey David, and he'll lead off with a hit. He is now 1 for 3 on the night. And I'd be surprised here. I wouldn't be surprised here in a few minutes if we see another pitcher making his way out. It's going to be Logan Drake up to bat now for the Georgetown Eagles. He is 1 for 2. Had a hit in the second and then struck out swinging in that 4th rally moments ago. The left-handed hitter for Georgetown. His 24th plate appearance now. And just getting a word from down on the field, there's no one in the bullpen warming up yet for Elgin. Surprised by that, Galen, to be honest. Right-handed pitch, pulls back. That's going to be a strike, though. A little too much flavor, a little too early there.
They may not want to, you know, they're down 7-1. They may not want to take it, waste another arm tonight.
Let's count 1 and What is on Logan? 1-1?
0-1.
0-1.
I believe that's what the scoreboard says, and that's what I say.
Second pitch on the way to Logan. Now it's 1-1.
I'll tell you what, if the catcher tried to make that throw down to first base, he'd have probably put it in Logan's left ear. Because the way Logan was right between him and the...
A 1-1 count here in the top of the 5th inning. Georgetown leads 7-1. This one too high and outside. The count now at 2-1.
I think that may have been a pitch out. They may have been thinking that David was going to take off, but he didn't.
Right-handed pitch on its way. This one too far outside. 3-1 the count.
I think Mr. Harkins has pretty much lost it right now.
Yeah, he pitched solid through the first 3.5, Galen, and then things for him in the 4th really started to go downhill. But it was really those errors, Galen, takes the life out of you. That pitch way too far inside. Now it's going to be another walk, and Logan Drake will head over to first. He'll reach on the walk, and Jeffrey David will advance over to second base. Again, if you're out there listening tonight, watching, we'd love to hear from you. The SHN fan line is open. Be sure to send us your messages, your shout-out, anybody you'd like to say what's up to, or just tell us hello. Let us know how we're sounding out there. The SHN fan line open at 512-522-9105. Again, send us a text message tonight, 512-522-9105. We'd love to hear from you.
There's somebody loosening up down there in the corner.
Hunter Savarese at bat now, the right fielder first. Pitch to him. Swing foul tip. He'll be 0-1.
There's somebody up throwing down in the left field corner down there. I don't know if it's a position player or if it's somebody loosening up there.
Right-handed pitch. Well out of the way, 1-1. Galen, are they? I guess they're out there warming up, and are they behind a fence over there?
No, they're out.
So what happens if a ball goes in that area? You tell them to get out of the way so you can try to catch it?
They have to get out of the way if there's somebody coming over there to catch it.
1-1 pitch. This one, Georgetown going to try to steal to third. Did he get there in time? Yes, he did. The first stolen base of the night for the Georgetown Eagles, and it'll go to Jeffrey David on that third base.
It's a double steal. Both of them get a stolen base.
Yeah, Drake moved over as well. Well, Georgetown hadn't had any. You know, they lead in stolen bases. They came into the Hutto series with 66. We didn't see many, and now 2 here tonight. The count at 1-2 for Savarese. No outs here. In the top of the 5th, pitch on its way, swing and a miss, and that will be a strikeout swinging for the first out. The shortstop, Cole Posey, who reached on an error in the 4th. He is 0 for 2 tonight. He eventually came around to score part of that, can you call it an error rally? A right-handed hitter for Georgetown. Again, the Eagles lead 7-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Harkins still out there on the dirt.
Yeah, they got somebody warming up. He's got his back to us.
This one going to hit foul over way outside the fence on the first base side. Bounces off the roof of the dugout. And I wanted to notice here, Galen, the infield has came in a little bit. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, they're trying to cut down the run at the plate.
Yep.
They're also adjusting their outfield more straight away.
But if Georgetown can place that in the power alley on the left side, that could be huge for the Eagles.
Could run all day.
Boy, look at that leadoff out there by Drake. Logan Drake, because of where that infield is, Logan Drake, man, he's a third of the way down the dirt. Did you see that, Galen?
Yeah.
Pitch on the way there is 1-1, the count on Cole Posey.
You're trying to upset the pitcher a little bit.
Oh, he's looking over there. Jacob Harkins looking over his right shoulder because Logan, man, he is almost a third of the way down there. This pitch too low and on the outside corner. 2-1 the count.
Nathan, can you see who's warming up down there in the bullpen? No, he's not in the bullpen. He's actually out on the field down there. He's got his back to us. It's a right-hander.
Yeah, I can't see his number down there. 2-1 the count, 1 out. Georgetown leads 7-1. A 2-1 pitch. This one going to hit foul over off the first base side. The count now even at 2 apiece. 2-2 pitch. This one gonna hit foul again, way over off the first base. Well, that one went close down near the entrance to the football field. It hit the steps where the wheelchair ramp to the football stadium. Ooh, the count remains at 2-2. Boy, just think, if Copo can get the ball right on the bat where he wants it, man, that could be huge. It's number 20 warming up down there. This one is going to be a base hit. He did. Right there, Cole Posey is going to bring in 2. And we will see if he stays at 2, and he does. Copo with 2 RBIs. Give him the double. What a hit by Cole Posey. Galen said it right on the money, buddy. I said if he could get that ball in the bat where he wants it, that's going to be huge for Georgetown. And give him the double and also bringing in 2. That'll be Jeffrey David coming in as well as Logan Drake. So add 2 more for the Eagles and another hit here for Georgetown. And even if you reach on the walk or whatever, it's still an RBI. Is that correct, Galen? Or not?
Yeah, if he drove you in, you're an RB. It's an RBI.
Arby's. Quit talking about food. I'm hungry.
As much as you ate for supper tonight.
Luke Seebeck at bat for Georgetown, the second baseman. Wearing number 8, the right-handed hitter. Georgetown leads 9-1 here, 1 out. Count 1-0. Second pitch, too close inside, 2-0.
This is Luke Seebeck, right?
Galen, I think you said you had the roster down there. So if that is, is that Cade?
Yeah.
Cade Watson. Pitch on its way.
It's a wild pitch. A pass ball, though. It got through the catcher. It's a pass ball.
So that on that pass ball will advance Cole Posey over to third. And the count at 2-1 on Luke Seebeck. Is that? I just wanted to make sure I read that right. It's Cade Watson?
Cade Watson.
So that's who we saw over there. We had England zoom in the camera, so we may be seeing Cade. He was over there getting some warm-up pitches.
He's coming into the dugout now.
Pitch on its way. This one hit foul off the first base side. The count still remains at 2-2. Again, Georgetown leading 9-1 here in the top of the 5th. Still got 3 innings to go, Galen. Or 4?
No.
I'm not counting there.
Okay. Oh.
No, that one got away from the catcher, but runner not able to advance.
We're about ready to put another runner on base and go to the top of the lineup.
Full count, 3-2-1. A little countdown on the board now, Galen.
Yeah, it is.
Pitch on its way again over to right field, over the fence.
I don't know, they're trying to keep David awake over there. There's another ball coming out. It's right to the catcher.
Payoff pitch here. Right-handed delivery, and this one will ground over to the second baseman, and he fumbled it around, and Georgetown's going to get there in time. Boy, another error. That's an E4, Galen. That'll put Luke on first base.
And more importantly, it drove in another run.
I was going to say, and it got Cole Posey to come in on that E4. Wow. Georgetown now 10-1. What's the run rule?
10 runs after 5. So, you know, we score one more run, and if we can get them out in the bottom of the 5th, it's total. It's done.
Well, we do see now Jacob Harkins heads over.
Number 20.
He pitches almost through 5 innings. And we do see number 20 now on the dirt for Elgin. And I just want to make sure we've got that right, Cade Watson. We do not have stats for Elgin, or we would tell you some more about what he is doing, so apologize for that. Message coming into our SHN fan line saying, love watching the Eagles. Yeah, thanks for broadcasting the game from Wyatt Childress' grandparents in Sugar Land and Missouri City, Texas. We appreciate the Childress family. Thank you for watching tonight. It's our true joy, honor, privilege, and blessing to be able to bring you Georgetown Eagle baseball here on the SHNSports.com broadcast network. If you've got a shout out, let us know how we're sounding, or if you just have a shout out, feel free to text us to our SHN text line. That line is open at 512-522-9105. Again, 512-522-9105. We'd love to hear from you.
That was his that was his 100th pitch.
Wow.
He threw 12 in the first, 17 in the second, 8 in the third, 40 in the fourth, and he's got 20. He had 23 in the fifth. And
in 13 innings, almost. I said 13 innings. Excuse me. I meant 4 1/3 inning. Is that would that be right? Yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
You know, you know, if this was a math class, you know, you got your fractions.
Hey, I got it partially right, Galen. Yeah. So would you call it 4 1/3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was doing multiplication.
If you wanted to convert it all to thirds, you were right.
Well, Cade Watson getting his warm-ups there on the mound. We move back to the top of the lineup, the left fielder number 20, Wyatt Childress. Wyatt tonight is 1 for 3.
We need one more run here to set up the 10-run rule.
That's right, because it's starting to get a little chilly.
I don't think they take that into effect. I don't think.
Now, Seaback out there on first, who reached on that E4 moments ago. Childress at the plate. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. A little NBA action tonight for you Spurs fans out there. San Antonio ahead right now, 60-52 over the Pelicans.
The state bird of Louisiana. You know, you drive around. When we went down there with the Lady Eagles back in December on the trip down there for the basketball tournament to go to New Orleans, every place we went in one town, and every place had a pelican out in front of the business. It was like going through Hutto, where they have hippos out in front of every business.
I saw that, yeah. And then in Taylor, they have the even though they're the ducks, they have the cattle out in front of every business from Sirloin Stockade cow.
Granger has a lion out in front of a lot of the houses.
We don't have any eagles in Georgetown. What's the deal, man? 0-1 the count here as Georgetown trying to keep the runner honest there on. Or beg your pardon, as Elgin trying to keep the runner honest on first. Again, the count 1-1-1 now. Singles across the board. Georgetown leading 10-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Only one out. And again, at bat is Wyatt Childress. Pitch on its way. This one too high and outside. 2-1 the count.
You know, that would be interesting if they did that in Hamlin and you'd had a Pied Piper out in front of every, because their mascot is a Pied Piper.
Okay, yeah.
And Nip is the Rock Crushers, so you could have a Rock Crusher out in front of every.
Hey, if you're in a town that, you know, had the crushed stone places, you know, that'd be good for you. The limestone quarries.
You could do that out between Gerald and Florence.
That's right. 3-1 the count now. The last one was a ball. Hey, big shout out to my girlfriend listening tonight, Bridget Brennan, and her sister Jenna. Jenna, a senior at Georgetown High School. Swing and a miss here. The count full now at 3-2. So wanted to shout out to Bridget, my beautiful girlfriend. Love you, Bridget. We've been together over 4 years now, Galen, if you can believe that. I've been blessed, man.
You have.
And she knows how to cook, and you can tell that I know how to eat. And her little sister, Jenna. Appreciate you, Jenna. All the wonderful folks back at home in Georgetown. Little countdown here on the board. 3-2-1. The payoff pitch here in just a few moments. 1 out. Watson looking down, the right-handed pitch. This one is going to fly up over to center field, and Jonathan Gonzalez trying to get under it, and he has it. So no errors that time on the fly 8 for the second out of the inning, Galen.
Yep. And I want to add to that, too, that you were a good master for your pet before we left. You took the dog for a walk just before we left to come to the game today.
If you want to call it a walk, yeah. I think he had some other business to take care of, but we'll call it a walk.
Well, you know, it could have been a drag. Our little dog, you know, if he's in a hurry, it becomes a drag.
We've taught him well. Pitch high and outside here to the batter, the first baseman, number 12, Jackson Siosin, the early count 1-0. Another text message coming into our SHN fan line from Wesley Gafford's sister. I believe that's Keely listening in, enjoying the broadcast from home. Can't wait to get Wes off the DL and back on the mound next week. Pitch on its way. This one pulls back, and it's a ball, 1-1. Appreciate the Gafford family. Again, if you have a shout-out, feel free to send us a text message to 512-522-9105. Again, that SHN text line, 512-522-9105. The early count here, 2-0. Pitch on its way on the fastball, and it got him on a swing and a miss, 2-1. Cade, that was a beautiful pitch there by Cade that time. 2-1-2. Again, Georgetown leading 10-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Right-handed pitch. This one going to hit foul over off that first base side, way beyond the fence. And we've got deuces on the board now, Galen.
Yes, we do.
Hey, you want to stop by Southside on the way back?
I think we'd have to break in because I think they've closed already, or be close to being closed.
We should have called Myers to tell him to keep the door on keep the light on for us. Got him here. Get him swinging, I guess. He was trying to go through a little bunt action and pulled back. He wasn't looking to bunt. He just pulled back a little too quick. So Georgetown able to score 3 more in that one. We're working up the totals here. So, again, Galen, 3 runs scored on
2 hits.
2 hits.
1 error.
1 error. And I believe one left on base. So, again, 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. We are through 5, actually through the top of the 5, halfway through. We move to the bottom of the 5th. Don't go anywhere, folks. Georgetown Eagle Baseball on the SHNSports.com broadcast network will continue after this.
Thousands of listeners, laser-focused marketing, and showing a high level of community involvement. Those are a few of many reasons to advertise with SHN Sports. We strive to keep our broadcast as affordable as possible, and your support makes that happen. Please consider advertising with SHN Sports. Email rob@shnsports.com. That's rob@shnsports.com. We have a solution for everyone.
So they've given us.
Welcome back to action here. Georgetown leads 10-1, bottom of the 5th inning. Elgin back at bat here now for the Wildcats. It is that the pitcher out there? I can't tell.
Yeah.
No, it is not. And that one is going to hit over left field for the first out. That's number 20 out there. Well, of course, yeah, it is the pitcher, and that was Cade Watson. It's funny, I'm getting IT calls at 9 o'clock at night. If you know me, you know how disgruntled I get about that kind of stuff. 9 o'clock at night, and I'm still getting requests for people for IT work. Kind of ridiculous. I don't answer calls after 6 o'clock anymore, Galen. Life's too short. So that was over the left field that was out, correct?
Yep.
On a fly 7. Getting distracted because people are calling me.
It's all those people I paid to call you.
No, they're not paid to call me.
No, I'm paying them to call you.
No, appreciate it, Galen. Thanks. That was Harkins. I beg your pardon. No, it wasn't.
It was Cole Watson, number 20. Cade Watson.
Yeah, you're right. Trying to get caught up here. This is Jacob Navajas at bat now. He's in the middle of a 2-1. See what happens, man? You got people calling me, throwing me off, man. Next one on its way, and hit him. He'll reach on a hit by pitch. That's the first hit by pitch we've seen by Georgetown, I believe, tonight.
And the third of the game. You know, right now while we got a break, you look at it, Georgetown scored 10 runs on 6 hits, but we've got quite a bit of help from the Wildcats. They've made 4 errors, walked 3 batters, and hit 2 batters. So, you know, that's 9. That's about 9 base runners right there.
Galen, I feel bad about it. That wasn't somebody calling me for IT work. I got to say an apology. You know, that was our SHN text line. I didn't realize that. And I apologize for that because it's Katie Monosmith calling. It's the Monosmith fan. I apologize, guys. No problem.
Ethan Owens is up, and he was the one that tatered the last time he was up.
Yeah, he did. And just not enough catch-up to keep it going, though.
Yeah.
Count here on Ethan 1-0. Here again, we'll do something special. We're going to do something really special here in a minute. Swing and a miss here. Georgetown trying to pick over at first. The count at 1-1.
Jack Monosmith, thank you for telecasting the game. I'm Caleb.
That was Mr. Jack Monosmith. We appreciate you, Jack. Thank you for calling in tonight, sir. No problem. I thought that was my IT line going off for a minute. Galen, that's why. 2-1 the count. We appreciate the Monosmith family. Thank you so much, Jack, for listening tonight. We do appreciate you. So please don't worry about that. We appreciate that. If anyone else out there, we'd love to hear from you, but make sure you text us to 512-522-9105. Again, 512-522-9105. I do get IT calls, though. I've got one at 2 in the morning one time, Galen. Can you believe that? 2-1 the count, 1 out, swing and a miss here, and now we're in a 2-2. Nice pitch there by Grant Wood. Actually, one night I was working too, and it was about 1:30. I had someone knock on the door wanting help. This one hit foul off the net. So I've learned if I work late, I turn the light off at my office. Because we became so dependent, you know, these days on technology, that when the stuff goes down, you know.
People panic.
Oh, yeah. And then I'm the recipient of it. This one grounds over, and
Wild
that's going to be a
pitch.
wild pitch, and the runner is going to advance over to second. Is Navajas.
And that gives us a full count.
3, 2, and 1 across the board here. A little countdown action. In the bottom of the 5th, Georgetown leads 10-1.
And we don't want the gentleman on second base to score.
Now he's in scoring position. Only 1 out here. Grant looks over his right shoulder, now puts the ball back down, takes a little bit of time here. Right-handed pitch on its way. This one too far outside and a walk, and that's the first walk that we have seen tonight too, Galen.
We got somebody heating up in the bullpen. I can see him, and Foster's going over to check on him, I think. I can see Foster walking toward the bullpen.
Well, Nathan just giving us word that number 18 is warming up back there for Georgetown. That is going to be Ryan Courtney, and we will see if Grant Wood will stay in here or if Courtney will come in and try to close this one, Galen. We still got some time left, though. Georgetown trying to pick, keep the runner honest over to second. He's safe.
There was no way they were going to get him on that one. Got a 9-run lead. Don't worry about the man on second base right now. We're worried about getting the batter out. That's my opinion anyway.
Oh, we can see the pitcher there, David, zooming in moments ago to Grant Wood talking things over with the catcher, now stepping back. And the camera following the catcher there for a few moments, now back over to the pitching angle. Yeah, so 18 in the bullpen. Nathan giving us the word there saying he's about to come out here in a minute. Again, that is Ryan Courtney, who we'll wait to see if that is who's going to be coming out here. Right-handed pitch on the way. This one is going to be hit over to left field. Georgetown should be able to get under it, and they do. Wyatt Childress.
That's 2 out.
And the runner will stay at second. No, I'm sorry. Owens advanced.
No?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he didn't advance.
You still got runners at first and second.
Yeah, still got runners at first and second, and that was Jason Neidig, by the way, there.
And we got Mr. Jace coming up.
Move back to the top of the lineup. The shortstop, number 1, Jace Grady. He is the left-handed hitter for Elgin. This one hit foul off the net. The count at 0-1. Again, we've been blessed tonight, having a lot of folks listening in. Even had one call in. We normally can't take the calls, but we appreciate that, and I'm not going to turn that away. We'll read that one here in just a minute. Pitch by Georgetown off the right hand. This one.
Ooh, that fell in. That looked like it fell in.
Galen, if you can see that one there, I'll let you read that one. We had someone listening in there.
From Nicole Belaylock. Thank you, SHN.
Well, I'm trying to show you. There you go.
SHN for broadcasting the game online. Also, shout out to my boyfriend, Ryan Knight, on his home run, and the Eagles on their 10-1 lead.
And a home run hit while you were reading it. Oh, man. A 3-run homer there. Wow. See what happened, Galen? I shouldn't have had you read it. 3-run homer by Jace Grady. Knocked that one right out of the park just outside of center field. Unbelievable.
I guess it's now 10-4, and we're out of the possible 10-run situation.
Well, 3 RBI there, Galen?
Yes. And I think we're having a pitching change.
Yeah, and I think we maybe see Courtney come out there. Yeah, you were reading that. It was Nicole Baylog. Sorry for that, folks. That said thank you for broadcasting the game. Shout out to her boyfriend, Ryan Knight, on his home run, and the Eagles on their 10-1 lead. So
we'll change that now to a 10-4 lead.
Yeah, 10-4 is the lead now, and it is number 18 now pitching for Georgetown. It'll be Ryan Courtney for the Georgetown Eagles, number 18. Quickly going over Ryan's stats so far this season. He has only pitched in 4 innings, played in 3 games. And his ERA of 3.5. But, you know, when you only pitch 4 innings, you don't have a lot to really base that off of. Getting his warm-up pitches. We'll keep things right here, Galen. And, again, man, that's just Elgin need a little love there, and they got it from the bat of Jace Grady on that 3-run homer.
You know, they're giving inklings of how they scored 27 runs in their first 2 games. They're not inert offensively.
Hey, some friends from Gerald listening in, showing Georgetown some love tonight. Appreciate the Bond family. I know Sam and Tucker bond really well. Bond Bombers Baseball. Sam and Tucker bond. They go to Gerald High School. Played on a basketball team now that made it to the regional final. Sam and Tucker, great young men. Sounding great. Always fun to listen in with you guys. Appreciate you guys. The Bond Bombers Baseball. Boy, they've got their own batting cage, their own indoor batting cage at their house. It's a great facility and great kids. I know their dad and mom really well. Wonderful folks, the Bond family. And they're triplets, actually. 3 of them. Engelman's listening in tonight as well. Boy, we sure appreciate the Engelman family and all that they do for Georgetown. You know, it's I love all the kids, but really enjoyed watching Jack out there last year in that submarine-style pitching. But we appreciate the Engelmans. We really appreciate them and all the fine work that they do. And, hey, David England's daughter just sending a text in saying, Emily England, you should give me a shout-out. So Emily demanding a shout-out. So we'll give Emily England a shout-out tonight. Emily, you do such wonderful work with Fan Stand and football, and we appreciate all the fine work that you do as well, Emily. Hey, if you got a shout-out, send them to us, 512-522-9105. Again, that SHN fan line open, 512-522-9105. Back in action here, 2 outs. Georgetown still leading 10-4. New pitcher on the mound is Ryan Courtney, who just got his warm-up pitches. Right-handed pitch on the way. This one too far outside. And the early count here on Isaac Davila is 1 ball, no strikes. A lot of people listen tonight. Galen, I don't know why they want to listen to me. They know you're here. That's what it is.
No, I think it's because Georgetown's playing. I'm not.
This one coming down. What a grab right there by the catcher, Cole Moore. Boy, Cole had to chase that one down in foul territory, running about 30 feet under him and able to pull that down. What a play by Cole Moore for the third out. Wow.
See, that really makes a relief pitcher look effective.
Well, in that one, Galen 3 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Georgetown leads 10-4 here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Georgetown Eagle Baseball on the SHNSports.com broadcast network. We'll continue after this.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit SHNSports.com/VIP. That's SHNSports.com/VIP.
Welcome back to Elgin High School here, home of the Wildcats, just outside. We're here on the first row tonight. And I made a mistake. I said the bottom of the 5th. I meant the top of the 6th. Georgetown leads 10-4. Leading off for the Georgetown Eagles, the catcher who just made that great defensive play on the third out moments ago. Third in the lineup, the catcher Cole Moore. Cole tonight is 0 for 3.
0 for 2.
0 for 2. No, he's 0 for 3. Struck out.
He didn't.
Right? He walked on one. I saw that. 0 for 2. Thank you, Galen. First pitch to him is going to be a ball. How dare I question the legend over here?
You're not questioning me.
See, I got you to admit you're the legend because you said you're not questioning me. There you go, Galen. This pitch too far outside. The count 2-0. Well, Galen, appreciate all you do, man. You know, you come all the way from Temple to support Georgetown. You've been doing that for a long time, and that means a lot to the community, man, so we appreciate you. Right-handed pitch this time clips the corner. A little change up there, 2-1.
I'll tell you what, if I'm a legend, the criterion has dropped considerably. That's all I've got to say.
We know for so many years the local paper on this pitch, a little too high and inside. The count at 3-1. What I was saying is, for so many years, the local paper there had a sports section. They don't have much of one anymore. And let's be honest, you were the one that really had all the content that went in it. There was a lot of other fine folks that worked there, but Galen, you were the bulk of that. This one is going to go left field, and will it drop down in time? That is a solo home run. Cole Moore, the power hitter for the Georgetown Eagles, gives his team one more, 11-4. That one's selling way over to left field. He's smiling as he comes around to home plate, trots his way in, gives Coach Foster a high five, and Cole Moore knocking that one out of here, Galen. Woobalasha.
So much for our theory that there wouldn't be a lot of home runs tonight with the wind the way it was.
You know, Cole Moore with the solo, and he's came around twice tonight.
Of course, everything that's going out the left onto the left side too, where the wind's blowing, toward where the wind's blowing too.
Well, we got Ryan Knights up now, and he had the home run earlier. This one on the way. This one goes over to left field, but it goes foul. Boy, he got a lick on it. And that will be a foul ball, 0-1.
It's probably a good thing they weren't warming anybody up down there like they were earlier.
Ryan tonight 1 for 2, but did have that homer in the 4th. Did he single on that, or did he bring? No, I think he brought in 2 on that, didn't he? I don't remember, Galen. 0-2 now. That one's a foul tip.
I think he brought in 2.
2-run homer.
Yeah, because he was the second batter of the inning.
Pitch on its way. This one too far outside. The count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was that crazy inning that we went through back to the top of the lineup.
Yeah. 2 guys batted twice in that inning.
Right-handed pitch, too low on the grounder there unintentionally, and the count now at 2-2, even count. Again, no outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Georgetown leads by 7, 11-4. Right-handed pitch, swing and a miss. Striking him out swinging for Ryan Knights. That'll be the first out of the inning. Jeffrey David now at bat, the third baseman, number 7. Tonight, Jeffrey is 1 for 3. Struck out on was out on a 5-3 ground out in the second. And popped one up over to the second base in the 4th. And then had that home run and then a stolen base, eventually able to come around and score in the 5th. Pitch on its way. This one, just a little dead dog right in front of him. Drops as soon as he taps it. 0-1 the count.
We got a pinch hitter, I think, up, don't we?
Yeah, beg your pardon. It's actually number 19. That is Zach Whittington. So Zach Whittington now hitting for Georgetown. This one too far outside for Zach. And the count even at 1-1.
Just happened to notice there was a difference in numbers up there.
That's a good eye because some of these get late. Forget that sometimes.
Ooh.
Wow, he gets a kind of a weird angle on that one, but it is going to be out as
4-3
on a 4-3 ground out. I don't think he meant to swing through that one. He kind of stopped halfway through it and it still hit. And the ball just casually rolled its way over there to second base. Second out of the inning. Now batting Logan Drake, who reached on a walk, then had a stolen base, eventually able to come around and score in the 5th. Tonight, Logan is 1 for 2. Has 1 hit tonight. On the pitcher here, his catcher rolls around, hits him in the back. Early count 1-0.
I think that may have stung a little bit. He acted like it anyway.
Hey, it's I know I wouldn't want to be hit by anything out there, Galen.
Number 10 is on the on-deck circle, so he'll be pinch hitting if the inning continues.
Pitch on its way. This one too low. The count 2-0. Hey, another shout out coming in from may have been some of Jeffrey David's fans listening in from Houston, saying wish we were there. Thank you for broadcasting. No problem. We appreciate the Georgetown community and all the fans. This pitch going to clip the corner 2-1. Remember, if you've got a shout out, send them to us 512-522-9105. Again, that SHN fan number to text 512-522-9105. Kick up, right-handed pitch on the way. This one too low on the changeup, 3-1. Watson hasn't really been able to find much of a groove here yet. Harkins pitched great through the first 4 innings or so, and then things fell apart for him, but not really. It's the errors that caused Elgin to get in this predicament. Now a swing and a miss. And the count full at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Georgetown leads 11-4. Payoff pitch, and it is a walk. So another Georgetown runner reaching on a walk tonight.
And we got number 10 coming up.
So he will be pinch hitting Jared Ross for, I beg your pardon, yeah, Jared Ross for Hunter Savarese. Hunter the right-handed, well, Jared the right-handed hitter for Georgetown. Played in 15 games, has a 200 average on the season for the Georgetown Eagles. Four hits for Jared so far here in this 2018 campaign. 2 outs for the Eagles, 1 on first. Right-handed pitch. This one clips the corner for a strike, 0-1. Is that Drake standing out there? It is on first, so he reached on that walk moments ago. Right-handed pitch. Looked high, but it dropped back down in the zone, 0-2. You in the zone? Okay, I'm in the zone right now.
Right. You know it.
Pitch here. This one's going to hit over to center field. Chasing it back is Jonathan Gonzalez, and he's able to get it there on an easy fly 8 for the 3rd out of the inning. And this inning, 1 run for Georgetown, of course, on that home run by Cole Moore. Counted as 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left on for the Georgetown Eagles. 11-4 your score as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Don't go anywhere, folks. Georgetown Eagle Baseball live on the SHNSports.com broadcast network will continue in a few moments.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here, Director of Operations with SHN Sports. Need a friendly reminder of upcoming broadcasts? We have a simple solution. Join the SHN VIP list today. Stay up to date with upcoming broadcasts, events, and other exclusive content. Visit shnsports.com/VIP. That's shnsports.com/VIP. This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Hipp Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Hipp Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Hipp Network and shnsports.com.
Welcome back to Elgin, Texas here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Georgetown leads 11-4. Leading off in the 6th is the center fielder number 7, Jonathan Gonzalez. Gonzalez tonight 0 for 2, his third at bat. This pitch on its way from the fingertips of Courtney is going to be just too low for a ball. 1-0 the early count here for Gonzalez. Second pitch kicks up, the right-handed delivery. This one too close inside now, and the 2-0 count.
This is a big inning for them if they're going to do something, because you got the 3, 4, and 5 batters leading off here.
That's a good point, Galen, for sure. Kick up, right hand. This one is going to foul, and it will drop.
Not on our camera.
Right behind us, not on the camera. If it did, Nathan would not be buying us a new one. Don't worry, Nathan. Yeah. 2-1, the count here. Kick up, right hand. Swing, tip, miss. 2-1, the count. Actually, 2-2, beg your pardon.
We need to put this nice guy away here with another strike. And get it down to just needing 5 outs to finish the game.
The 2-2 pitch on its way, too high. Full count now with 3-2, payoff pitch coming.
Remaining outs is an interesting way to look at a game, because you know your chances diminish as the number of hits if you're behind the number of outs.
Right.
You have
And whoa, that one got out of his hand, and the runner will walk on to first. And what do you call that, Galen?
A ball.
Yeah.
Ball 4. It's a
bad
walk.
Ball.
It's a wild. It's a wild pitch, but it's not a wild pitch because there was nobody on base.
Yeah.
He was trying to throw an autographed ball. I think
I was trying to reach out and grab it, but the net was in the way.
I think it was going to Nathan. I'm not sure. We got a nice pack for somebody.
A left-handed hitter now, number 32, Dante Woodard, the first baseman. He is 1 for 2 tonight. Left-handed, pitch on its way. He's going to bunt here. Puts that one down quick. Beautiful bunt, and that should be a base hit, and it is. Georgetown trying to swing back over to second and give him the base hit. You're going to lace that ball where it needs to go. Woodard knew what to do, and that was kind of a trick bunt. I wasn't expecting that. Right at the last moment, Galen put it out, and it rolled right there where it needed to, in between second and third.
Next up, the Wildcats, number 15.
Well, Galen, you've now got your 7th run at home plate right now.
Uh-huh.
Your team only could trail by 4. And that runner, or that hitter, is the third baseman, number 15, Andrew Gonzalez. Galen, I'll start my training tomorrow, man. I got to get up at like 5 in the morning.
Well, this is already becoming a long game because it's 9 o'clock right now. Brenly's coming out to the mound.
Another text message coming in tonight from the Pena family saying shout out to the amazing SHN broadcasting tonight for the Eagles versus Elgin. Looking forward to seeing our nephew Caleb Monosmith hopefully pitch tonight. Well, 16 is warming up in the bullpen, so will they get to see Caleb out there? That's the question, and yes it is, if so. So we got the text right on time. Caleb is actually warming up in the Georgetown bullpen right now, so the Pena family may get their wish. Pitch over, and Called a ball there as it fell off the catcher.
Right now, he does not have a good command of his pitches right now.
Gonzalez 1-0. Runners on second and third.
No out.
Yeah, no out. That's an important stat, Galen. David saying that we will see Mona Smith going in. Man, I love having David down there. It's a little insider information. We just hope, I don't think the other coaching staff's listening, so it won't make a difference. Pitch here, and this one got away on a wild pitch. Runners are going to advance to 2 and 3 now on a wild pitch. Not where they wanted to go, now in scoring position, both of them. So Gonzalez will move over to third. Woodard will move over to second. And the count now. I believe it should be 3-0, Galen. No, it's 2-0.
2-0. We're starting to make this a little bit tougher than it needs to be.
Yeah, no joke. Now your 8th run is at the plate, and this pitch is going to be a strike. 2-1 the count here on Andrew Gonzalez, a third baseman who is 0 for 3 tonight. Out on a 2-5 grounder and then a 6-3 grounder, struck out in the 4th swinging. And now Cole Moore going to talk things over with his pitcher at the mound. Moore heads back over to the catcher's box. 2-1 the count here. Again, Georgetown leading by 7, 11-4. I have to get up tomorrow morning around 5. Training starts after 6. Still got to drive back to Georgetown, Galen. Right-handed pitch. This one got away from him on the outside, and the count 3-1. Three-one pitch on its way. This one is going to hit over to center field, and this one may go. Will it drop? Yes, it will. And no, Georgetown can't hold on to it. 2 runs should come in and score on that. Nope, the runner's going to hold there, so only 1 run scores, Galen. Gonzalez comes in. Woodard now over at third, and a double by Gonzalez. And also an RBI, and the score is 11-5. I thought that one was going to be gone for a minute, Galen, then it decided to drop back in. Coach Foster heading over to talk things over now, and I think we may see a pull here.
I think it's going to be a change of. We're going to have a left-hander, and he's already waved to the bullpen. Well, here he comes.
Yeah, there goes Caleb Monosmith. He's making his way to the mound, so the Pena family getting their wish now as they get to see Caleb out there. Ryan trying to hold it together, but a tough one for him, and Caleb Monosmith now pitching for the Georgetown Eagles.
And we already also have a left-hander warming up in the bullpen already. We have another person warming up in the bullpen.
Monosmith so far this season pitching in 6 innings, played in 6 games. He's got 1 save here. He's hit 2 runners by pitch, though. His ERA is 1.167. Again, not a lot of stats to base that on, but nonetheless, not a bad ERA at all.
All these runs on base right now. The runners on base are actually would be charged to Courtney.
Yeah, Courtney left him there, that's right. 2 still are on it. Had 2 and 3 in scoring position. Again, those runners out there. Woodard at third. Gonzalez at second.
This game's going to be close to 10 o'clock before it gets over.
Yeah, well, Myers will definitely be. They're not going to leave the light on for us. They're not Motel 6.
Nope.
We're just going to leave the light on for you. Now they're going to say we're just going to burn the pits down for you. You're not coming. We'll take the barbecue pits and put the water on the wood, Galen. Let it smolder. You're not coming. Well, again, Georgetown leading here 11-5 in the bottom of the 6th inning. No outs, 2 runners on for Elgin. Monosmith getting those warm-up pitches on the dirt right now. Okay, then we'll step aside, take a quick break. Georgetown Eagle baseball continues in a few moments.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Hipp Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Hipp Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Hipp Network and SHNSports.com.
Back in action here. Georgetown leads 11-5, but Elgin with runners on second and third. Mona Smith first pitch on its way, pulls back. It's a strike on the fastball. Is Cade Watson? It is hitting.
Yeah.
Pitch on its way, swing and a miss. 0-2 here to start things. Beautiful pitching. What was Gonzalez? Did he get that hit?
Yeah. He got the double.
That's
off
right,
the wall.
yeah, that's right. 0-2 the count. Right up. Mona Smith, this one too low. It gets away. Wild pitch. Runner's going to try to come in. He'll score. Woodard will come in and score. Gonzalez will move over to third, and all that on a wild pitch. 1-2 the count here on Jacob Harkin, or beg your pardon, on Cade Watson. Georgetown hurting themselves now, just like Elgin hurt themselves a few innings and allowed Georgetown to get up so much. Right-handed pitch, this one's going to ground over, foul. Count remains 1-2 for Cade Watson. Right-handed pitch, this one up way too high. 2-2 even count. Pitch on its way, pulls back. This one a ball, full count now at 3-2.
Incompatible, did it work? It just was not giving me anything on the screen, so we'll see.
Now batting for Elgin,
you don't have an extra extension.
That was a strikeout there, I believe, Galen. I didn't catch that. Was he swinging? I didn't catch it. I'm sorry?
Called.
Oh, he was looking at it?
Yeah.
Well, the first out, and now at bat is Jacob Navajas, the catcher. That pitch is going to be a strike. 0-1 the count. One and one, that one a ball. Next pitch on its way, swing and a miss. Mona Smith doing a little work here. 1-2, the count on one out, Galen.
This is a big out, big pitch right here if we can get this out here.
The 1-2 pitch on its way, got him. Looking again, back-to-back strikeouts for 2 outs. Now stepping up to the plate, the left fielder, number 23, Ethan Owens for Elgin.
now batting left fielder, number 23, Ethan Owens.
He's 1 for 1 with the homer.
Yeah, he had that home run solo and then reached on a walk and came around to score in the 5th.
He knows what's on the other side of the fence.
Right-handed pitch, this one hit foul, 0-1. We'll update the scoreboard there. It is 11-6 here in the bottom of the 6th. Mona Smith up, right-handed pitch. This one on the fastball, a little too low though, and it's 1-1 even count. Well, the Pena family said they wanted to see Mona Smith. They got him.
Yeah. He was already in the bullpen when they asked.
That's right. Here on the 1-1 delivery.
Too low.
Looked good, but they didn't call it. Too low in the corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Mona Smith trying to close this one out here in this 6th. Pitch on its way, again too low. 3-1 the count.
Yes.
Right-handed pitch. This one hit foul off the first base side. It'll go over the fence and drops into the stands. Boy, right next to some fans on their phone, but luckily looked up in the nick of time. Good old technology.
You don't lose concentration when you're at a baseball game on the ball.
No.
That can be very dangerous.
Full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch. This one's going to ground over. Georgetown trying to get a little action here on a 5-3, and it's there. Beautiful play as Jeffrey Davis.
No, he's
Air. An
Air
error
on the throw.
Really?
Yep, it was in the dirt.
Oh my goodness, everybody running off like it was there, and no, it wasn't. Did they credit that an error?
Yep, it would have to be.
Now batting number 2.
Oh, an E3. Goodness gracious, and that's going to bring.
E5, it was on the third baseman.
Well, in any
It was a
case, it
bad
brings in
third.
another to score. So did Owens get out on that?
No, he's on
No.
first. He's on second
He's
base.
on second on the E5, right?
Yep.
And Gonzalez came in to score.
Right.
Well, now batting the right fielder number 2 at the bottom of the lineup, Jacob Neidig at the plate here. 11-7. Elgin slowly cutting back into this. So it's going to hit over to right foul territory and not able to chase that one down. The count 0-1. So on a payoff pitch, Ethan Owens reached to second on an E4.
E5.
Or E5. Man.
Oh, I lost my pen. But I've got plenty more.
You're already loaded up.
Yeah.
Here in the bottom of the 7th, Georgetown holds on to that 11-7 lead. This mine? That's yours, isn't it, Galen?
Yeah. No, that's yours.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
So-
right. You could have used it. 0-1 pitch on its way. Across the plate. The count at 0-2. 2 outs. Mona Smith trying to put this to a stop here as Elgin scoring 3 runs here in the 6th. As Georgetown making some errors, allowing these runs to come in. Not all of them, though. You give Elgin credit. This
Another
one,
wild
another
pitch.
wild pitch. That's going to advance the runner. Owens on second, now to third. On a 1-2 count here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Okay, what was it, 11-1 moments ago, 10-1? Right-handed pitch, this one too high. Now it's 2-2. Twos across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one right across, got him looking. Boy, Georgetown needed that. The anxiety getting up there quite a bit, and Georgetown finally able to put a stop on that one. But Galen, not before 3 runs were scored on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 left on base. We're through 6, Galen. 6 more outs to go. We'll see if Georgetown can hold on here. They lead 11-7. Are we in save time yet for the pitcher? At 4 runs, right?
Yeah.
Current pitch count for Elgin, Cade Watson, 32.
No, but he gave up. No, he didn't give up any of the runs. Monostat didn't give up any of the runs. So
16.
they were all put on by.
We'll keep things right here. Top of the 7th inning. Georgetown leading 11-7.
It wouldn't hurt to get another run or 2.
Yeah, Georgetown needs a little cushion, a little breathing room here. Watson still out there on the mound.
There's somebody back in the bullpen throwing again. It's a left-hander.
Due up for Georgetown here. Leading off will be the shortstop, number 5, Cole Posey. Cole tonight. Scored 2 runs. He was out in the second, reached on an error, came around to score in the 4th, and then had a hit in the 9th. I beg your pardon, in the 5th. He is 1 for 2 tonight, or 1 for 3 tonight. Beg your pardon. Or another pitcher warming up for Georgetown. Just got that information from Nathan down next to us here. Our technical director, David England, in the bullpen. Here in the 7th, Georgetown leads 11-7. Pitch on its way. Copo hits this one over to right field, and it may be catchable in foul territory, and it is. The first baseman easily able to go over there as Dante Woodard making that for the first out.
New batter hitting in the 9-hole.
Okay, we got another pitcher warming up, not in the bullpen, but on the side, and it's our side wheeler.
New batter for Georgetown will be Wesley Dixon now here in that 9th spot. Wesley so far this season playing in 16 games, 32 now, 33 plate appearances. Or beg your pardon, 30 at-bats. And he has 10 hits for the Eagles in this early 2018 campaign. And Georgetown leads 11-7, 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Nathan telling us a couple of pitchers warming up for Georgetown. Watson on the mound for Elgin, right-handed delivery. This one too far outside, and the count 1 ball, no strikes.
One of the ones warming up is not in the bullpen. That's our closer, the side armor. He's warming up behind the dugout.
Second pitch on its way is going to be a strike. The count at 1-1 now for Wesley Dixon. Yeah, we've had to go through quite a bit, change some batteries here tonight. One's across the board. Dixon, nobody on for Georgetown here on 1 out. This one too low. 2 balls, 1 strike. The wind still jostling our camera around. Pitch on its way. That one's going to be a ball. 3-1. Right-handed delivery, walked him. Base runner on for Georgetown. Reaching on the walk is Wesley Dixon. We move back to the top of the lineup, and we will see if it is Wyatt Childress. It is Wyatt Childress. Back to the top of the order. Wyatt Childress, the left fielder, number 20. The pinch runner out there on base now is number 8, Luke Seaback, so he takes back over his spot. Childress tonight trying to go over his numbers here.
He's 0 for 3 and a walk.
That's right, 0 for 3 and has that walk. That's right, Galen. Thank you. 1 out here. Georgetown leads 11-7. And the first pitch to Childress is a strike looking.
They're kind of shifted for him to pull because he's got a mammoth hole, and if he to go through in the infield on the right side right now. On the
pitch on its way. This one too far outside. The count even at 1. One's across the board. Little aces rolling tonight here, Galen. Boy, things have just got a little slow here. Galen over here rolling the dice. We didn't put any money on it, Galen, so it's legal.
Yeah.
You're allowed to roll dice as long as you don't put money on it. Could you put snacks on it, though? you know, if you had some candy bars.
I think that would be gambling,
This
too.
one popped up over to center, and trying to get under it will be Jonathan Gonzalez, and he makes this pretty routine fly 8 out there for the second out for the Georgetown Eagles. Well, if Georgetown can advance that runner there on first and they get back on the defense, we hope for a quick 1, 2, and 3 and put this one in the bag and look on to the next game. And I forget, you know, where I know that it's, of course, going to be Elgin. That's back on Tuesday.
Tuesday at home.
So the kids will finally get a few days off for spring break.
They'll have to work out every day except Sunday, probably. Maybe get one day off.
I work out my stomach quite a bit, Galen. Swing and a miss here on Jackson Siosin. The early count here 0-1. Jackson tonight
0 for 3.
0 for 3, and then hit by a pitch in the fourth. Pitch on its way. This one clips the corner for the second strike. He finds himself in an 0-2 hole. Well, if Georgetown can't advance here and they go in, do you consider the net picture for the Eagles? Do you credit him with the save if he can hold on?
It depends.
Because the score is 11-7. We were talking about that on the way up here. This pitch on its way. This one's going to ground over to the second baseman, and a 4-3 ground out, and that is the third out. Now we move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Elgin with a chance here, leading by 4. Will the Wildcats tear their way back into this one and right out victorious, or the Eagles swoop down for another one?
17 is on the mound. Noah Thompson.
So we do have another pitching change. So talk to us about that. Explain that, not just for me, but for the listeners as well. When you talking about crediting with the save, how does that work, Galen?
It's the pitcher that protects and there's a certain amount, I forget if it's 3 or 4 runs. You can't get a save if there's a margin bigger than when you come in, if there's a margin bigger than 3 or 4 runs.
So if it's 4, this could be considered a save if he can hold on.
Right.
Well, Matt Leishman, if you're out there listening, I know you know the answer to that one.
I think it's 3 runs, but I'm not sure.
I think so too. It says, I got a message here. Yes, a save situation because the last inning, the tying was in the hole, which means the tying run was 2 hitters behind the batter that made the last out in the 6th inning. I'll have to digest that, Galen.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody out there. I'm doing my best calling baseball. It's my 3rd year calling baseball, and learned a lot under Matt Leishman, learning a lot under you, Galen. And I always have a lot of fun here with baseball. Baseball, a more technical sport than a lot of people would think. And that's something I've learned on the broadcasting back end as I continue to learn here as I call the games. Matt's telling me if it's 4 runs, it is not considered a save.
No, it's 3.
Leading off the inning for the Wildcats, shortstop number 1, Jace Grady.
So conflicting information there on that. Matt sending a message after that, he's saying, so maybe he'll digest that as well. Again, the answer was yes, the save situation, because the last inning, the tying was in the hole, which means the tying run was 2 hitters behind the batter that made the last out in the 6th inning. First pitch here on the way leading off is for Elgin. And that first pitch is going to be a ball. And
so is the second pitch.
And the second pitch is a ball as well. Leading off, trying to get to that top of the order, back to Jace Grady.
This is Jace Grady, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2-0 the count here, and Jace tonight is 1 for 3.
Brindley's out to the mound already.
Who's out there? You said that was Noah Thompson.
Yeah, 17.
So Georgetown threw 4 pitchers now. And as we look at the stats for Noah Thompson here on the pitching end, he's pitched 10.2 innings, 3 games, saved 2, he's won 2, a 1.313 ERA. He's got a whip of .844. Left-handed pitcher, this one on the way, swing and a miss. Noah Thompson, the count now 2-1. And Georgetown leading by 4, 11-7. Right-handed pitch, too far outside, 3-1. Matt sending more information here regarding that situation. We'll get to that in just a minute. Left-handed pitch, too high and out, and walked him. Now, Matt said this is a new pitcher with a 4-run lead entering this inning. He will not get a save.
No.
Now batting second baseman, Isaac Davila.
Isaac Davila now up to bat for the Wildcats. The second baseman, number 24, he is 1 for 3 tonight. Had a hit in the first, then popped one out into left field, and then over to the catcher in foul territory. First one to him is a ball. Base runner trying to steal over at second. Did he get there in time?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. It was stolen base there for Grady over to second. And Davila at a 1-0 count. Now there's your runner in scoring position now to bring it to 8. You've got your 9th run at home plate, Galen. That's within 2.
Right, and you got somebody warming up in the bullpen again, I think. Somebody's in the bullpen down there.
I'm getting some information from the bullpen down there warming up for the Georgetown Eagles. We'll get that here in just a few moments. It is Brooks Hancock warming up in the bullpen for Georgetown. Left-handed, this one way far outside. The count at 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1, no outs. Georgetown holds on to that 4-run lead. Left-handed pitch. This one got him on the fastball. 2-2, even count. Even pitch. That one hit him. Right in the back. Or as Nathan would say, the hiney.
And Foster's coming to the mound, so that's total for Thompson.
And Davila hit by a pitch. He's on first. Grady's on second. And Thompson will head back over. And, well, I see a number 12 there. He walks away. Will they leave Thompson? Well, Thompson is still out there. Well, who 12 was running up? That was Jackson Seosin over there. Not sure what he was running out for.
He may be coming in to pitch.
Well, Thompson is going to head over, Nathan, to the outfield now.
Yeah, and Jackson's coming to.
So Jackson Seosin will come in to pitch here. So Seosin at the mound. Number 12, Jackson Seosin. That's going to change things up here. And
somebody else has to play first base.
Nathan's saying Cole Moore over at first, but he's been playing catcher tonight.
That means that Wyatt would come in and.
If we can get David, he's got, I don't know if he can reach that angle out there in center field. We can see who those 3 are that are standing out there, David. I don't know if you can reach that. And so it's not number 20, it's number 13.
But he's coming in to warm up the pitcher.
Okay. I don't know if David can hear us there. I'd like to get a zoom in down there at the center field of what's going on. So Seosin getting the warm-up pitches here. I don't think David can hear us down there right now. Boy, things just dragging on here, Galen. You know, normally we're out of here.
Well, it's going to be 10 o'clock before. Okay, here comes the catcher. It's going to be Wyatt.
So Wyatt Childress will step back in as the catcher now for Georgetown.
Which means there's somebody new in the outfield. Well, Thompson went out.
Thompson went outfield. I don't know if he's playing right or where he's at. Let's look here and see what he normally plays.
He usually plays left, I believe, or right. He's lying. The way he's standing out there, he's the right fielder right now.
That is him out there on the right? That's what I was trying to get an angle of. I can't see that far out.
Yeah, he's tall and he's left-handed, so it's.
Substitution for the Eagles.
Well, Childress was playing at left.
Yeah, but they can move the outfielders around.
So Thompson at right.
Number 23, Moore goes to first base.
Nicole Moore will go to first base.
New pitcher, number 12, Jackson
Knights will probably stay in center field, and
maybe Savarese moves over to left.
Hunter will go to left probably.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So we'll get that figured out here. Hunter, number 25. So here's the way it works, folks. And sorry for the delay here. So we will see it pitcher Jackson Seosin. Behind the plate, Wyatt Childress. First base, Cole Moore. Luke will stay at second. Jeffrey will stay at third. Posey will stay the shortstop. And then on left field, it will be Hunter Savarese, or Savarese, beg your pardon. Ryan Nitsch will stay at center, and Noah Thompson out there at right.
And number 12 is in the bull. And there's another pitcher in the bullpen.
All right. So that'll set it up for you. The score 11-7. Nobody, no outs here, and Elgin will be Gonzalez at bat here.
The potential 10th run is at the plate.
Well, the pitch on the way. They're going to call a ball here. 1-0 the count.
This is a little tough for Jackson to come in and pitch after playing in the field for the.
Gonzalez tonight 0 for 2. Georgetown trying to pick back over on second, keeping him honest. He pulls back. So again, 1-0 the count, no outs, 11-7. The 10th run at the plate right now. Here in the 7th inning, Georgetown just trying to hold on and get out of here with a victory tonight. Kick up, the right-handed pitch. This one cuts too far outside, and it's 2-0. Pitch on its way. This one's going to ground over to the third baseman, and he tries to make a play at 2. Trying to get a double back at 1. Did they get there in time?
Yes.
They got a double play. Great job out there by Cole Posey and company, making it happen in the outfield, or in the infield, beg your pardon. And so going out. Trying to look at this here. Gonzalez was out. Is that, no, he got to first. Who was out? No, they didn't say it's a double. He's still standing there, Galen. So what?
He's staying there until the manager gets done arguing with the umpire.
So do they get the double play to Gonzalez?
Well, they don't know. They called it a double
Davila for sure was out. We know that much.
Yeah, he's out.
So it was a double play. Gonzalez will be out.
And Grady's on third.
Grady will move over to third. So Davila out on the first, Gonzalez out. And that was on the double play. What was that, a 5-3? I didn't catch it. It was a 5-4-3,
I think.
I thought Cole Posey was in on that. Well, it's a second out regardless. And one more out away here for Georgetown. Kick up, right-handed pitch, swing and a miss on Dante Woodard. First strike here, 0-1. Georgetown holding on by 4. Right-handed pitch, swing and a miss again. 2. 1 away. Right-handed pitch here, swing and a miss, got him swinging, third out, and that'll do it. Georgetown able to hold on here for the final, 11-7. Don't go anywhere. We'll break this one down in the final of that one. No runs on no hits, no errors. Galen, how many left on here? 2 were left on base. None were left on? One was left on.
One on third.
So Georgetown leaving 3 on tonight as far as on the defense. Only 1 error. We total these up. 5 hits for Elgin and 7 runs. We'll take a quick break. We'll have the player of the game and more. Don't go anywhere, folks. SHN Sports continues after this.
Okay.
And Galen, our player of the game tonight, I would give it to Nitsch. Sound good to you?
That sounds good to me.
Had the 2-run homer, is that correct?
Yep.
So we'll talk it over to Ryan Nitsch, talk about the game here. We'll be back in a few moments. Galen, I'll let you sit here and chit-chat for a while, and I'll head down to the field and interview.
It was one of those games. It was a messy game, really. You know, you didn't. You know, couldn't put it away early, which we should with a 10-1 lead. We had a 10-1 lead at one time, and then it got to be 11-4.
And Galen, I'm going to head down here in just a few moments. I'm trying to get my tail down there and talk things over with Ryan Knights. So go ahead, Galen.
Okay. You know, and this puts Georgetown at 3-0 in district, and we don't know how the other games came out tonight. We assume probably Cedar Park won tonight since they were playing Eastview. You hate to assume something like that, but Eastview's season is right now is going nowhere. And then we come back. We have a 4-day break in the schedule, and then we come back on Tuesday and we play Elgin over there. And then we come back later in the week, on the weekend, and we have a 2-game series with Bastrop. The game on the Friday night game is at 7:30. It'll be down on the river in Bastrop. And then the 1 o'clock game on Saturday will be at Georgetown. And another reversal on the schedule. So, you know, in the races, you know, you can't afford, on these games where you're supposed to win, you can't afford to give any of them away, really. And that's the thing, because 4 teams make the playoffs. And, you know, you've pretty well seeded Georgetown, Cedar Park, and Rouse making the playoffs out of the top 3. But then it becomes very, very tight as to who's going to get the 4th spot. And I see.
What he's saying over there?
Hipp down.
I can't hear him.
I can't either.
Can you hear right?
Yeah.
Me down on the field or up there in the booth. Thumbs up.
You're breaking in and out.
Back a bit more.
Am I going to be in the background?
Cutting in and out.
Yeah,
Okay, we're good.
We're hear you now.
All right, Rob down here on the field with our Georgetown Eagles, the game. Ryan, good game tonight. Well, you know, it was a tough one. Elgin, you got to give them credit, 2-0 here on the early season. They had a lot of mental errors. You guys were able to play through it, but then you guys had some errors as well. But, hey, you had a big hit, man. I believe a 2-run homer. Talk about that hit. And the win tonight, you know, has been powerful, but you guys were hitting pretty well tonight. Talk about the game.
Yes, sir. So our offense has been huge, but we couldn't have done it without our pitching and our defense. That we really hang our hat on those things. Our offense has really been picking up, though. It's great.
Well, Ryan, you know you had some family listening in tonight. You had your girlfriend listening in tonight, and right then, that home run, you know, a big time for you guys because, like I said, Elgin came out here 2-0 here in 19-5A, but they had a lot of mental errors. But they fought their way back into the game. Can you talk about the composure you guys had because things got a little antsy there towards the end?
Yes, sir. I think with that we kind of took a deep breath and controlled ourselves at the end part of the game whenever they had a huge momentum swing. I mean, both teams had a momentum coming into the game because both teams had come off a 2-0 wins against other opponents, and that huge play that we had at the end there by Jeffrey David and Luke Seaback and Cole Moore and Jackson to get that ground ball, that double play really helped us out and killed the momentum.
Yeah, and we saw that. It was a great double play there to kind of stop that. Well, you guys now, you know, you can find you got to work out during the spring break. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, you guys are always working out, always doing a great job, and tonight, you know, coming out here, what matters, the win at the end. I know there'll be some things to discuss, but congratulations on the win. Before we go, Ryan, who do you want to send some love to, a shout out tonight, man?
I want to send a shout out to my sister Christina. She's always been there for me, and through struggle and hard times and stuff, and send a shout out to her.
Awesome, man. Well, we've been keeping Christina in our prayers, and glad she's doing well, and always exciting to talk. Family, appreciate you, young man. Ryan, congratulations on the win. We'll be back on Tuesday, back at home. So, bring Coach Foster up here.
Sweet. Thank you, guys.
I got it.
Awesome. Thank you.
I got trained. things getting a little dicey. You know, I talked to Ryan, coach, about a much improved team than we saw last year as well.
I will. Yeah, I recognize the jacket.
You got to live that history and.
Sound Eagles, I'm going to turn the mic back over to Galen Wellnicki, make my way back up.
Well, the sound finally came back on after the interview there. It's I don't know whether it's the weather conditions or the battery on the field mic or on the mic he had, but definitely there were technical problems there. Nathan's sitting there looking puzzled, and I'm just as puzzled as he was. I was talking to Ryan's mother there at the time, but, you know, and I didn't. Uh-oh, they're closing in on us on the camera now. They can point the finger at who is responsible for that loss in sound there. Here comes Rob. Rob's getting his exercise today. He's got that sprinter step here coming up toward the. And you know, it was a good baseball game. It was a long game compared to most high school games. The game lasted a little over 2.5 hours, and that's pretty long for a 7-inning high school game. Here comes the man. He's ready to take over and close it down here. But you got to win. You got to win. You got to win as many as you can, whether they're pretty or not. And this is one of the ones that wasn't pretty.
Well, Galen, I didn't have to run a lot, but, you know, I think these runs back and forth, I'm starting to maybe catch my breath a little bit. But, hey, a win is a win. We talked to Coach. I don't know how much of that we're able to get on there. I think the batteries are running low tonight. It's been one of those technology days, man.
Yeah.
But Georgetown tonight fighting, doing what they have to do. I'll call it for what it is. They eked out a win tonight.
Right. You gotta win. As I just said, you gotta win the ones that aren't pretty, and you gotta win the ones that are pretty. Well, a win's a win, no matter who you beat and how you do it.
And now you go to 3-0 in district play. Rouse playing Round Rock earlier today. That was a non-district game, but they got trounced by Round Rock 11-0. Round Rock's always been a quality team, but that game didn't count anything because it's not district play. And Rouse playing a quality opponent. Not sure about the other scores around the 19-5A league tonight, but I got to tell you, Georgetown has got a lot to take away from this. You know that the coaching staff is going to talk things over with these young men, and they're going to work on the mistakes. And you got to give Elgin a lot of credit tonight. This is a much improved team from last year. You know, Georgetown showed up last year. I think it was 13-1 was the first game, and then Elgin. You know, Georgetown won that one, and then Elgin also lost the second one. But a much improved Elgin team. Georgetown has got to keep things together here at home on Tuesday, because Elgin is going to feed off of this tonight. Even though they lost, they're going to feed off of the rally that they had and really come into Georgetown with a lot of fire behind their gate.
That's a game. That's an important game for them because you know they're playing for third or fourth place in the district right now, and in reality, they're playing for first, obviously, but they're playing for third or in reality, they're probably playing for third or fourth in the district. And there's kind of a logjam there because nobody really knows until they get off the field tonight what Conley was going to do, because Conley didn't play the first night, first 2 nights.
That's right, and they had the bye week. So we're still young here in 19-5. Of course, 16 games. We're down to 13 now, and
we got
looking for the ride.
We got 3 next week, so we're getting there, and then 2 with Eastwood the following week. So by the end of the month, we'll be halfway through the district schedule.
It's crazy to think about how fast time goes.
Yeah.
Well, Galen, any closing remarks here tonight before we pack up and head out?
I think that's it. And I'm just happy I think we're just happy to get a win here tonight. As a win's a win. And I think if it all comes down to everything, I think everybody was happy when they left that we did get the win.
Yeah, I believe so. Well, again, Georgetown eking out the win tonight, 11-7. Elgin almost able to rally back here, but Georgetown able to come in when they needed it the most and got the win. Been a fun night here, a long night, 9:46 p.m. the time now. We're normally out before 9, but again, Georgetown comes out of here with the win. They improved to 3-0 here in 19-5A. Elgin drops to 2-1, still a very tough and capable team. Georgetown will try to increase their winning streak to 4 games here in district, and Elgin will look to rebound on Tuesday. We'll have that game live from Eagle Field, 7 p.m. Georgetown High School. We'll be on the air at 6:50. Until then, to all the kiddos out there, enjoy the rest of your spring break. I know the baseball kids are going to keep working out and do what they do, but we are very excited about what's going on, and we appreciate everybody out there listening in tonight. So, again, for all of our family across the SHN Sports Network, I'm Rob Hipp. For my broadcast partner, Galen Wellnicki. For Nathan Height and David England operating camera, doing a great job as always. And Nathan tonight, first time doing a video switcher, so we appreciate all the work and all of our crews throughout Central Texas. Carl Schoening helping out, our director of broadcasting today. All of our crews and SHN family, we appreciate you. Again, the final tonight from Elgin, Texas. Georgetown victorious, improves to 3-0, 11-7 your final. As I always like to say, friends, remember, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other, so provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you tonight. Until then, God bless you. Have a great night, everyone. We'll catch up with you on Tuesday. Good night, and have a good one here from Elgin.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Schoening Hipp Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Schoening Hipp Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Schoening Hipp Network and SHNSports.com.